Hi there, and welcome to Jay's Toy Collection UK for another episode of This Week in Toys. And this week it is all about Hasbro Pulsecon 2023. Now, for those of you in the live chat, you may notice we've been a little bit late. We're at least 8 minutes late. But don't blame us. Blame Hasbro Pulse, because that took absolutely blooming ages to get through. They were overrunning on every panel. They had to do G.I. Joe at the end. They're super fast, but they made it through in the end, and it's gone 9 o'clock, and I forgot to do some pre-orders. So Cheeky Monkey, say hello, and I'm just going to log into Hasbro Pulse a second.
Hi, everyone. Oh, this is confusing me. You've changed screens.
You can't see yourself,
Don't
but they
do
can
that.
see you, dear. You start talking, my love. Well, I just quickly log into my Pulse Premium and see if I've missed all the pre-orders.
Let's go through the chat. Let's say hello to some people.
You say hello to the chat while I go through this.
Tac-Tac's here. Detached Bricks here. Adam's here. Figure Cave Collectibles. Damien's here. Jamie's here with his waving pink hands. Wolfpack's here. Have we missed anyone? Oh, Kurt K's here. Hello. Mikey Moonboots is here. Hello. And I think that's everyone that said hello so far. And Mike Hex here. Hello. Says sup. So, I've not watched any of what Jay's been watching because I've been in the bath, so I have no idea what's going on. So, this is going to be a great stream from me, and I'm sure you're looking forward to my views on everything, as always.
Well, don't panic, dear. We've got some co-hosts to help you.
So, brilliant.
I've managed to log into Pulse, so that's a bonus. I've got to find the items yet, so let's bring him in to start with. So, of course, you've seen him before. He helped me out a few weeks ago, and he's back again. It's Adam, or is it Batman? Hello, Adam. How are we doing?
We're doing good. Yeah. Enjoyed Pulse. Looking forward to chatting about it.
He's looking forward to it. We've got some good numbers in the chat, I see. And I've got a second co-host. Now, if you watched This Week in Toys last week for the pre-recorded Saturday night special, then you'll recognize this man. You may also recognize him from my wrestling live streams, because he's usually joining me at about 4 a.m. in the morning. But this time it's only 9 o'clock at night. So please welcome Matt from the Detached Brick. How are we doing, sir?
Yeah, good evening, Jay. Not too bad. Yourself? You were logged in and going?
I am logged in and going. You've frozen up, but you might get moving in a minute. We'll see how we go. I think he's moving now. There we go. That might be
hopefully.
The connection hopefully will work out. We haven't tried it live before in this manner with Matt, but hopefully his connection will hold out. So I'm still trying to log into Hasbro Pulse and go through that, but nothing is sold out so far, at least. So that's a bit of a bonus. So get your thoughts in, of course, on Pulse in the chat, and we will go through them all as we go through the evening. We may have an extra guest as well this evening. You probably know who he is. I think Jamie's nailed it. There was he's late.
Yes, Jimmy. Of course he's late.
It's our mate Craig. He has messaged. He has Wi-Fi issues. He's got Wi-Fi issues. Old Craig.
Yeah, this is a good setup, isn't it?
He'll be joining us when he can. Our expert on G.I. Joe is Craig, so he's got time though, because we'll go in the order of the panels tonight as we do the coverage. So that will be our last panel that we discussed. Right then, so let's have a look over here. Let's just scroll up here. Bit of scrolling. So you said hello to the chat, so we'll just we'll reiterate that by getting some names on the screen. So Mark Tac is here. He's on the screen. FigureCave.collectibles is also on the screen. What are you laughing at now?
Sorry, I was laughing at Tac-Tac's comment.
You're laughing at Tac-Tac's comment?
Sorry.
Yeah, so he's melted with excitement. There was
brilliant.
If you're that excited, I'll tell you what, Mark, are you around, Mark? I'll send you the link. You can come and show if you're excited.
I think.
Let's see if he's around. Well, we'll send him an invite. There was
I'll come and join us.
We need a G.I. Joe expert. Let's go there. Let's go Instagram. I'm doing all this live on the fly, as you can see this week. Not organised because Pulse has run. No, they can't see that, dear. They can see you still. So
I'm still here.
You're very confused by the
it
stream
confused
thing.
I don't know how people do this. It's so weird.
Let's go.
Mark, you better step up and come on this stream, because without Craig, my G.I. Joe knowledge is.
I can probably guarantee my G.I. Joe knowledge is probably worse than anyone's. So
Well,
yeah.
your GI Joe
Not
knowledge, we didn't get your pre-order tonight, did we?
Oh, what's the one I like? The guy I like from GI Joe. I can't think of his name now.
We didn't get the vamp. We did not
No,
get
we
your
didn't get the vamp. My
£45
car.
vamp we were looking for tonight. It
Never
didn't.
mind.
It did not materialise. So
I've forgotten what his name is. The guy that looks like he's punched in the face.
the guy that looks like he's punched in the face. Chow per out chat. The guy that looks like he's punched in the
Why can't
face.
I think of what
Me?
his name is? The guy. Chuckles.
Chuckles.
Is
Oh.
he GI Joe?
Yes, he is GI
Yeah, see,
Joe.
that's the only thing I know.
He's
about
got a
G.I.
black
Joe.
eye, isn't he? He's got a black eye in
It
it.
looks like he's been punched in the face.
Well, that's
Exactly. See, that's my description for
that
you.
is the way of describing it, isn't it? The guy that looks like he was punched
There you
in
go.
the face.
That's about as far as I'm going to go with my knowledge of G.I.
Your
Joe.
fantastic GI Joe knowledge, right? Let's go through the rest of the chat there. Scrolling. Everyone chatting. Jamie's in there as well. You said about Jamie and his pink hand waving. He was there as well. Wolfpack is in the house. Hello, Miguel. We've gone international today here on Hasbro Pulsecon Day. I've still not done the pre-orders though. I better do that in a minute. I could put you in charge of this stream.
No, please don't put me in charge. Please don't do that.
I give control out there.
I'll end up doing. Oh no!
I need to give Adam and Matt remote access.
I think you should.
They can take over the screen there. Kurt K's here. Where is he? Where's you gone, Kurt? There you are. There was, of course, you mentioned a guy named Dan. Of course, Dan, who is currently, where is he? He's sunning himself on the beach in Greece, and he's very, very sunburnt. So,
not according to him. According to him, he's not sunburnt at all. But
not at all.
Beg to differ.
I shan't share that picture, but I've definitely seen the proof. That man is red as a lobster. So this is your only sort of UK coverage potentially this week. Oh, I think Craig might be rocking up. I can see somebody in the waiting room. We've got Mikey Moonboots, she was saying, is here. Let's get his logo on there. Who else we got? This chat is absolutely flying. We've got the retweet, blah, 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 blah. The retweeting king, Jason Lopez. But it's X now, isn't it? It's not Twitter. Any of you two lads on Twitter?
I think I did set it up like when everybody did years ago, and I think I've sent 2 tweets. We all like that.
I don't get how it works.
No,
it's not really.
Well, you know I can't spell, so I haven't set it up, obviously. So no, never.
Yo, Mike X, yo. There's Pixels and Plastic here. It's Big Will. We've got Cedric's here. Hello, Cedric. Oh, everybody's in tonight. Justin Collects is here as well. Scrolling chats. Hello. Dom Blanco is here as well. Hello, Dom. Christopher Allen is here. We've had loads more people since you were reading the chat.
That's because of my GI Joe knowledge.
They're all rolling in. They're all absolutely rolling in. And we've even had a super chat. There we are. Mark, tag. Thank you, Mark. We haven't even done the super chats or on the loose graphic. We've got nowhere near that. But Mark has already dropped a super chat. So if you do want to drop a super chat, feel free. I will see it as I scroll down because Streamlabs stars it, so I don't miss them. And they come up in fancy colours. So you want to get your thoughts heard as we go through because there is a lot of news to go through tonight. Please feel free to drop one of those. Mark, there he is. He's a what? I'm a dribbling mess after that fire G.I. Joe panel. So Mark he's paid us $1.99 to tell us he is in an absolute mess. There's been stainage, probably, let's say, there from Mark's attack. It's all going on.
You're setting the tone already.
I've set the tone.
Tissue.
Yeah, you need a tissue.
Oh, tissue.
Where's the tissue? Oh, it's way of that. I can't reach the tissue.
No.
And usually for our wrestling streams, the tissue is right. That's the Trish Stratus tissue. To those that don't know the channel, is right over in the corner, but it hasn't made it here. And talking the man in the dripping mess, ladies and gentlemen.
Here I am, everyone. Oh my god! I'm here. I made it. Oh, what a Pulsecon! It was fantastic. But I know we're going to get in. How is everyone?
I'm
That's the
enjoying
most
your
excited I've
excitement,
ever
Mark.
seen you, Mark.
I know. I can barely speak. I'll just have to, lie down. I think. Look,
we have to get him on here in a dripping mess. I've still not done these blooming pre-orders. If they sell out, this is not my fault.
I can't talk about this because I know nothing about these things. So
right, we've got another man in the waiting room, ladies and gentlemen. If his Wi-Fi holds up, please welcome Craig from Craig's Nostalgic Collection.
Hey, I'm here eventually.
Hello, Craig. You'll hear eventually. You've got some sort of black mark on the
Oh, there you
screen.
go.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I've got it. I've got rid of it. There we go.
It
don't
was
wanna
Mark's
know what my
Majesty.
setup
It's
is.
transferred over to Craig.
I bet Craig
My
got
internet was
My tea.
my internet was fine for that magic bloody panel, but G.I. Joe comes up, my internet's going in and out, and I'm like, for God's sake,
Craig is shaking it all
the
about.
only one I wanted to watch.
Right, let's get through the chat. Craig is here, everybody. So we've assembled the UK collective here because we know with Dan aware you needed some UK representation this week. So we are here. We are here to help. Right, who else we got in the chat? Mini Plastic Multiverse is here. Just dropping to say hi. We'll catch us on the replay. Another G.I. Joe expert there in Tom. And of course, a lot of Mezcos. So we'll get to Mezco as well later on in the stream because RumbleCon has been going on at the same time as Pulsecon. So, who else we got here? We've got display once Rich M is here. Now he's not supposed to be around this evening. He's out with the with some colleagues, I do believe, this evening. Oh yes, there is a poll running in the chat. Thank you for reminding me, Rich. But you cannot vote for Avalon Hill. That was not one of the options. So the poll is running. Let's go to this view. Let's see if we can go on this view. Ooh, that's a fancy little view. The poll says, what was your favourite brand for Pulsecon? Who won Pulsecon? Transformers, Star Wars, G.I. Joe, or... Who have I forgotten? Marvel Legends. There you are. Marvel Legends.
So you forgot
I
Marvel
forgot
Legends.
Marvel
That's
Bloody
actually quite
Legends. Look
funny.
at this. See, I've got a tab open for Marvel Legends to buy the bloody
dear.
things. And I completely forgot the bloody things. Right, we're still in the chat. Hello, who've we got? Scotty C is here. He's looking for a new acronym. He's gone for Twit rather than Twitter. Anybody else we haven't catched? Oh, Rich M's arch enemy is here. Ab Nuggler is in the chat as well. Hello there, Ab Nuggler. How's everybody's wallet doing? Okay at the moment because I haven't pre-ordered anything. There we go. We've got Thirsty for Chicken is here. Hello, Nick. Now we know Nick is very excited about some of the Star Wars reveals, so we will get to those in a bit as well. And no, we didn't get D&D on the poll either. There was you can only have 4 options. Usually when he gives you 4 options, so I picked the ones that I thought might work the best. So now we're settled, we're in, we're ready. We've got over 30 people in the chat, so we're rocking. What we're going to do is while I go to the separate screen and do my pre-orders, somebody is going to show me their pickups. So let's do pickups. We'll start with Adam. Go around the table in a clockwise order. I'm going to ignore you while I go and buy some toys. So tell the world what you got. Adam, off you go, son.
Nice. Mine's going to be quite quick. If I'd known that we were on, I'd have brought all 6 figures from the Batman 6-pack, but I didn't. I just brought 1. But yes, the McFarlane 6-pack Batman, and yeah, I love it. I love the pack. The cloth cape's really nostalgic from the Superpowers wave that I used to collect when I was a kid. So I love the cloth capes. Obviously, it's a Batman thing, so of course I love it. The bat signal with all the different ones from the movies, brilliant. If I could afford it, I'd buy 4 different packs just to have the 4 different signals set up, but I can't, nor have I got the space. Big Wheel and Pixels and Plastic helped me out with a bit of a gap filler with a battle ravaged Wolverine from the pack. And another gap filler, which I'm really pleased about, is the DC Essentials Red Hood, which is my favourite version of Red Hood that they've done anywhere in figure form, and I've been looking for him for ages, but he's always quite expensive on the aftermarket. And I got him on YouTube, on eBay, sorry, for a decent price. So I picked him up.
It does look good. You've just made me come back to this tab to have a look at him. It is, yeah.
Oh,
I never had that version.
No, it's of all the Red Hoods that I've seen, he's my I think he's the best one that we've done. So this is my favourite sort of Red Hood outfit. The mask is, where's the camera? The mask and the eyes are really, really good on it. And the articulation is really good as well. And I like the DC Essentials body. I think it sizes really well. And that's it.
Yeah, it does look really good. And that 6-pack, I'm getting a bit of FOMO on that 6-pack.
Oh, it's honestly, it's
No more Batman in this house, please.
It's really, really good.
It
was
that Batman you
it,
showed as well, Adam, looks like the best one. Like, I mean, from that picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like it. I really like it. The whole sneaking shit into the house without Paula seeing and totally out the window. You should have seen the size of the bloody box that it came
It's huge.
absolutely ridiculous. And it was really passively aggressively, it was left right in the hallway, just inside the front door. So I nearly fell over the bloody thing as I opened the door, and I thought, yep, I haven't got away with this one. This one is not looking unnoticed on account it's 7 foot long. And with the little what are the little bloody bits of
Oh
foam?
no, you didn't
Yeah.
have all of them in the box.
Thousands. There were
Oh,
thousands.
they're my worst nightmare. I hate
Oh,
them.
the packing
Hate
peanuts.
them.
You can talk about the packing peanuts.
Oh,
They're
they do dissolve though, Adam. If you put them in the sink and put water on them, they do dissolve down the sink. So that's
They
one way
also
of getting rid of
disappear
them.
quite quickly when you shove them back in the box and then ram it in the public bin at the end of the street as well.
Oh,
that tends
brilliant.
to get rid of them fairly
Yeah,
quickly.
that would do the same effect. Yes, definitely. Oh,
fantastic. But I don't know. I'm getting the FOMO on that Batman pack, but I'm pretty. But my problem is Val Kilmer. You see, quite the fan of the Val Kilmer, but I'm just hoping that they release him in a standard wave. Then I don't need the 6-pack, because George Clooney, they've already said, is coming in a separate wave, aren't they? We're doing a McFarlane wave of Batman and Robin, so that's Clooney covered. So it's just Kilmer, and do I want to pay £120 just for Val Kilmer? But
I really want them to. I mean, now that they've kind of started the ball rolling, going back with the movies, I'd love them to do, because ideally I want a Batman Returns suit, I want the Batman Begins suit, and I want the Batman versus Superman suit. Those are the three. I'd really hope they carry on doing the movie ones and get round to those three.
yeah, no, I do want the Batman versus Superman. I'll just jump to Matt there, because Matt knows about my Ben Affleck obsession, and that is one suit we are definitely needed, is the Batman versus Superman.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, obviously, with regards to your collection, how many things you've got. I mean, in my little form, I could have picked that. I think I could have picked that suit up, but it's something that's still missing within my collection. But no, it is a beautiful looking thing.
It is a very nice one. Mark, while I'm here, I'm trying to do a pre-order. What's the guy with the shield called from G.I. Joe? Because I can't remember his name.
Shockwave.
Thank you.
Shockwave,
Right.
Yeah.
Carry on. Somebody else shows their pickups. I'm just going to add Shockwave to the basket.
it's quite impressive watching from this end how quick you are doing this. It's a bit
Well,
worrying.
my pre-order, my basket,
Well,
we're up to
Kiara-
9 items now.
Kiara, that is a result of constant practice. That's a result of more practice than anybody else I know.
I don't even look at his spreadsheet because I dread to think what he orders. But yeah, talking about parcels, going back to parcels, we have a Ring doorbell, so no parcels get past me, unfortunately. And I go, oh, you've had a parcel today, have you? Oh, yeah, it's only a small one. It's only a small one today. But there's always something at the door, isn't it, for you?
There is usually,
Yeah.
right. We're at 10 items in the basket now, so let's just check we've got everything here. Anybody else got any pickups? Somebody show some pickups, and I will check this lot out, and I'll be back with you with my full concentration.
Mark, I've got nothing, so I'll let you go.
Fair enough. Well, because I've jumped on all my stuff's upstairs, so I'll just give name reveals. I've got G.I. Joe stuff, Crimson Viper. I've got a Valaverse action figure actually, which I'm going to do a video on. It's like a Master of the Universe type themed figure, so that'll be like one. So like the Horde. I've got a Horde sort of trooper, so it's kind of a action force trooper, which is inspired by the Horde from PowerCon. So I'll do a video on that. Looks really, really good actually. What else have I got? SAS Big Ben, a couple more SAS Big Bens from Kapow Toys. Put the gas mask on. I think that's it, And Craig, we'll just have to guess what Craig has got because he's run off and left us.
He's vanished and left us. Well, I'm at the PayPal stage, ladies and gentlemen. Those that are catching up with my live toy purchasing.
Oh, don't
We're
do
at the
it,
checkout
don't do
now.
it. Don't spend all that
Let's
money.
agree and pay, and let's see what happens.
Oh.
At least it's Hasbro Pulse, so if I've ordered something twice, I can cancel. Let's not panic. Right, we've pressed complete order.
There's always a backup.
We are
plan.
redirecting, ladies and gentlemen, redirecting the PayPal. Order's being processed. It's whirling. It's still whirling. And thank you for your order.
Jay.
Right, there
Jay,
we go.
do you
Right,
use
okay.
In Demand quite a lot? Because obviously now In Demand have got the free pre-order option. That's quite a game changer. Like it's sort of a good option as well, like as a secondary option in case anything sells out on Pulse as well.
Yeah, no, that is not a bad idea. So In Demand did just literally show yesterday, I think, that they are going to the free pre-order model with no deposit, and then you can cancel from a manual app. So they are definitely worth a shout. At the moment, I'm routine to literally just go to Pulse, order it, and as a complete backup, and then if I can find it somewhere else later, I'll just cancel it. Because again, with Pulse, you can cancel. So I've just put a 10-figure order in. And I'll cancel later if I need to.
Sound like I've just put a 10.
Yeah, so we've been live. Get your super chats in, ladies and gentlemen, because I've just spent £250 before we've even started the bloody show. So that is a 10-figure pre-order. 4 GI Joe and 6 Marvel Legends have just been pre-ordered as we have gone on air. So at least that is done. That's out the way. So I can concentrate now. I'll do my pickup wine here because I've only got one.
You've only got one.
That's because I've opened the rest of it, so I've only got one to show. So this came today. Now, Matt's going to like this. It could be considered me in action figure form. It is the big old bad brother from Golden Axe.
Nice.
He is, look at the belly on this fella. He's absolutely huge. This is about 11 inches.
Is he quite heavy?
A very hefty fella.
It's a JD mold.
That is.
It is.
So me and Matt on a Saturday night usually play a bit of video games over the years, and Golden Axe is when we are terrible at Golden Axe. We have never completed it in, how old are we? 36?
Yeah.
How old are we?
We've never completed it in 36 years. That's how bad we are at Golden Axe.
You were playing in the womb. Still can't do it.
When this fella comes on, though, I love him. So they've already announced a different colourway of this Storm Collectibles guy.
Silver and silver, right, Jay?
Silver, yeah. One of the Japanese or Chinese cons, I think it's gone up for, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's the old bad brother himself in green. Luckily, I got it from Comic and Cocktails when they had their 10% off a few months back. So I paid him full up then and got 10% off. So I didn't have to spend anything today on that, dear. No payments today.
Good. I do love it when you have a sale.
That is good, isn't it, when you get a sale like that? So that's
I'd love
well. Right.
Altered Beast, Jay. I'd love Storm Collectibles Altered Beast. I think they'd make some great
another Sega Mega Drive or Sega Genesis Classic, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
Right, if we don't, Craig's back again. Well, you can let Craig in.
I don't know what to press.
I didn't even see him down there. Let's see if we can let Craig back in. Craig, are you with us?
I am.
He is with us.
Can you see me?
I can see you. I'm getting a little bit of feedback though, so I might have to mute you while you're not talking. So let's see if I can do that.
Feedback.
All the power.
Let's try a bit of that. There we go. Oh, that's better. That's me here. That's me here sorted. There was a we'll unmute Craig when he talks. It's this dodgy Wi-Fi these days. Let's get into Pulsecon, shall we? We're 20 odd minutes in. The figures have been ordered from Pulsecon. The panics, I was having a bit of a FOMO sweat there, to be honest with you. Having to try and go live, finish the thing, eat dinner. She's made me eat some dodgy burrito.
Oh, it was disgusting.
It's going right through me. So if I shit myself on the screen, it's literally not my fault. Mark's already made a mess of himself.
Deary me. Let's channel this one, I tell you.
Let's go. Right, Pulsecon people. So I'll start with initial thoughts. We'll go around for initial thoughts, then we'll go panel by panel. Initial thoughts, first 2 hours, waste of time, utter waste of time. I was bored shitless. So Transformers didn't really do a lot for me. Power Rangers didn't do a lot for me. And unfortunately for me, Star Wars didn't do a lot for me. It didn't go well. Then Dungeons and Dragons had no figures. Poor Emily. Now, shout out to Emily. Emily is an absolute trooper. She did fantastic. She was literally thrown in there with no reveals, actually live. That's what shocked me. They were actually completely live for the whole time. Because usually they pre-record this, don't they?
Yeah,
but Emily was a right trooper. She was on all the panels pretty much, having to run around.
Yeah.
And I think she did really well, but she wasn't given a lot. Avalon Hill, well, that's Magic the Gathering doesn't do a thing. Oh, somebody's got a fancy Windows noise just appeared in my ear. That was very fancy. There was and then we got to the good stuff though. Marvel Legends, I thought, was pretty good. We'll get into that. It's cost me a lot of money. And then G.I. Joe was, well, I think Mark summed it up. Absolutely marvelous. So, yeah, so a very mixed Pulsecon for me. Yeah, a couple of hours waste of time. Then it went good. So we'll go to Adam. What was your initial sort of thought there?
Really good, yeah, really good. Marvel Legends obviously is the main one. There were a couple there I was really happy with, but it also turns out that I'm buying a Star Wars Black Series, and I'm buying a GI Joe figure as well.
Oh, okay.
So,
We
yeah,
we will
and,
get to those. That has surprised me. So,
and my first ever female Marvel Legend as well, with Power
okay.
Princess.
Oh, right. Okay. She looks fantastic, by the way.
She looks
So we
amazing,
will,
and because I've got the rest of the team, and
Yeah.
she was great in the run as well.
now, if what I've just found interesting about this little stream we've got going. Now, Matt and Adam here, both quite fit people. Both gym boys, as I'd like to say. I think nice and pumped, and they're both in bloody hoodies. There is a. They're
What's
not.
wrong with the
They're not
hoodie?
showing their muscles. They could get some viewers here to get them muscles off. Like I've not even got a bicep between either of them. There's,
I think they've got a bicep though.
what decided there? Right, Matt, your thoughts on Pulsecon as a Lego collector mainly. And I told you to
Well,
watch
going in
Pulsecon.
raw because I'm not going to lie, I got in late. I watched Transformers because I got told by Jay to do some research on Transformers because apparently nobody else knows anything about it. So I've made some dummy notes, and now I'm on here. I haven't even seen the rest of Pulsecon yet, so I'm going to watch it through you on this stream, and then I'll learn what figures have come out. So I haven't got a clue, but I'm
Right, okay.
sure it was fantastic.
So Matthew's going in completely raw.
Well, I only watched part of the GI
Raw.
Joe, but didn't have a clue.
Yeah. You
so-
were out stuck in some traffic, weren't you?
Oh my god!
Oh.
Don't talk about my journey home
That
today.
traffic was so bad.
Oh,
I think there was a crash or something on the M5, and that's caused my area to go into absolute meltdown today, traffic-wise. So Cheeky Monkey was trying to come back from work, and got stuck there.
yeah,
Didn't
it
you?
took me quite a while to get
Okay.
home. Never mind.
Craig, your initial thoughts, then. Your initial thoughts.
You've
Was a
muted
bit
him.
boring.
I've muted. Hold on.
You're
I've
on
muted
mute,
him.
Craig, yeah.
Start that again, Craig. I've muted you.
Sorry.
Right, my pickups are this, and this, and this is what I think. Before I go off again, yeah, initial thoughts. It was a bit boring at the start. I was looking forward to the Master Morpher coming, so that's all I wanted to see from Power Rangers was that. And then yeah, it kind of ended on a hot, didn't it, with the GI Joe. So that was my initial thoughts.
Yeah, good. I was just fiddling with some audio settings there. Seeing as that seemed to do the trick, I think. And
Is that what it
Mr.
is?
Tac. Yeah, I was just having a little bit of fiddle with the audio, trying to sort it out there. It was deciding to crackle for us. But I think I managed to do something there. Trying to be technical as you do these things live. Mark, what was your thoughts? Apart
Well,
from G.I.
Jay,
Joe?
if you think, I know you're a wrestling man. If you think about that Vince McMahon meme where he's sort of pulling the faces, that's kind of how my PulseCon sort of thing. Firstly it was like that kind of thing, and then when they got to Marvel Legends, it was like, because this was really getting good, and then when it was like GI Joe, it was like the fire thing. The screen went red, the eyes were burning, and I was just looking back, hence I liked it. But
then
yeah,
the tissue
Marvel
came out.
Legends really. I echo what Adam and you and Craig have said. Marvel Legends was where it really started to get good, and it was like ramping up. And then when it got to GI Joe, I was like, I don't think I can take this. It's just every reveal was exciting me. Got some favourites. I know we're going to talk about them more, but yeah, I really liked the Marvel Legends panel as well. Actually, I really liked what they revealed for Marvel Legends. But yeah, Marvel Legends and GI Joe, my the two best ones, I think. Easy.
Yeah, excellent. I've just seen pop in the chat. Hello, Margot. Bring Toys to Work. He's here. His wallet is destroyed by Pulsecon. Well, if you saw the start of the stream, Michael, I've been rushing. They've already spent 250 quid. There was, and that's without the deluxe Marvel Legends that aren't up for pre-order yet. So fantastic! It's going well, isn't it? It's going well. There was, me and Matt will be working on a bit of a loft conversion there tomorrow, so that's going to cost a bit more. As we're going to try and lay some boarding down to get some more toy storage space in the loft.
I don't know how you suddenly decided this today.
I watched a YouTube video where it just popped in my head, you see, and then I thought, I wonder if we can get some space up there. And we're going to give it a try tomorrow. So Matthew will be with me bright and early, 8 a.m. in the morning, and he'll be laying board in my. We've got to take all the figures out at the loft though tomorrow morning, so that's going to be a bit of a task for us.
There's a wood joke there somewhere, but we'll keep it clean.
We'll keep it clean, absolutely, Phil. Right. I suppose we've got to go through in order now, haven't we? So we've got to do a screen share. So that's going to press some buttons. Hold on, how do I do that? Right, so let's go present. Share screen. That looks like a button you might want to press if you want to share a screen. Which one do I want to share?
What was first?
I don't know. Let's have a look. Transformers. There we go.
But Craig got some toys there showing off.
He's showing us his wares. He's showing us his wares. Right, we're down the side. Oh, I'm gonna have to move this now. I've covered Craig's face. Unless I try a different layout. There was vote in the chat. Should I cover Craig's face or should we let people see him? Oh dear, can't see no one now. Can't see no one now. This has gone Peter on already. I've got to try and get a different view here. Let's try this one.
You left this man in charge.
There we go.
panicking.
There's a different view. There's a different view. I've got us lined up against the wall.
alright.
I think that's the way to go. Right, Transformers. So my Transformers collection can be summed up in I've got some Super 7 Reaction G1 figures. So that's about it. So apart from Matt that's done research, anybody else on this panel know anything about Transformers? Anyone?
Right,
Well,
on to the
yeah,
next one then.
Fantastic. So I thought this might happen. So
This will be the
I've
quick
told
part.
Matt to research this panel. So I'm going to scroll down a lot of pictures, and Matt, you're going to talk and tell us what we're looking at or what was unveiled and discussed. Because all I picked up from this panel was next year is the 40th anniversary of Transformers, and there's a funny-looking animated Optimus Prime. That's all I took from this panel. So I'm going to scroll down. Talk to me.
So this is the reason why I miss Pulsecon, for this reason here. So right, so what we've got, I've made some dummy notes. So yeah, Jay, 40th anniversary 2024. It's the new Legacy United range, which in short is 1 year of every genre, including series, comic, and cartoon, which is going to be coming out over the 2024 year. So they're going to pick literally bits and pieces from each, and all the different bits and pieces that we've got coming through are all the different toys from each class that they do. But they've also decided to do completely different bits and pieces. So the first one is the core class, which is the Energon Megatron. If you go below that, that's the artwork that they showed off, isn't it? That's the thing that he teased us with.
That is what you talked about, Legacy United. So
it's the new Legacy United. That's the new core class. Well, actually, no, that's their new packaging. Start with that, Jay, because I got a note on that. So apparently, this is the first time the packaging has an open window in this line. So Legacy's always had a block window off. So it's the first time, because they're saying that they've had to redo the G2 Optimus, which is the one on my right, because obviously you couldn't see the toy. So now you can. So maybe that might be the new type of packaging going forward for other ranges in 2024.
Yeah, they were doing. I've seen some on the Smith shelves of Transformers. They've got some of these windows in now without the actual plastic. So
yeah, first time in the Legacy range, apparently.
Right, okay, there we go. So we are full of facts here. Whether they're right or not, we've no idea, but we are full of them at least. So there's
going by what they said on their stream. I've written it down word for word.
There's some bird-looking things. It's going to be great coverage. Don't panic, people. When we get to G.I. Joe and G.I. Joe, Star Wars, and Marvel, we're experts, but we are.
Yeah, I think you're going back to front, Joe. I think that was the last one that got shown off.
I'm going in the order that they've stuck them here on tformers.com because I couldn't find him anywhere else. So
Matt, none of us have got a clue. Just say whatever you want.
What I'll do, if you just show the photos off, Jay, I'll go in order of what was on the stream because everybody's just watched the stream, so it'll be fresh. Because that's the G2. That's the G2 that is apparently they've really re-released that because that was in the old style packaging. So apparently it's the same toy, but because you couldn't see it and it was annoying people that are mint in box, that's why they've redone it. So that's going to be, from what I can gather, the first toy in the new packaging for the 2024 season. That's how they finished. That's how they finished their stream. So that's why they did it. They said that they're just reigniting that one. So that's what that's going to be. And obviously that's him in his transformed form.
So he's doing fantastic here, ladies and gentlemen. So shout out Matt, the Detached Brick. Go and follow him on YouTube. He does full Lego content. So he breaks down all the Lego toys and news and releases like this, but he doesn't even research his own Lego. He just goes in and starts talking. So this is the most research I think he's ever done.
I just go in blind. My head hurts. I've written down 4 pages of notes because I had no idea what we're going to talk about.
That's dedication. That is.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen.
I didn't know what the hell to talk about.
Yeah.
I got
if you want to come on this stream, ladies and gentlemen, you've got to make some notes. I tell you.
That's it.
There are some deluxe and Voyager class things there. One looks like
Yeah.
Optimus. One looks like Bumblebee to me. That's as much as I'm going to
Yeah,
give
that'd
it.
be from the animated series, I think.
Right, okay.
Oh, this is
There's a
your
guy
guy
with a beard.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
with the
your
beard.
guy, the
He's cool.
pirate one. This apparently is your
It's a pirate.
it's your favourite one. That'll be.
Oh, right, okay. So yeah,
They're,
back
they're,
to the
they're all
87
complimenting him
movie.
on his beard.
Got like a bit of beard.
Beard.
Bit of
Yeah,
beard
it's
and a
part,
bit of
it's part
nips.
it's part of the deluxe. Yeah.
He's called
There we go.
Thundertron.
There we go. We don't know if Adam's
That's-
lying, so let's assume it's true.
Adam's on the Pulse website now, looking at this.
Fantastic. Adam's pre-ordered it live. Just doing
Yeah.
the thing, so-
I know the one underneath it is the rescue bot. I think
Let's have a look.
was that the new
So that's-
Prime.
That's the new Prime. That's animated
That's the
Prime. That's the bit I did
new
see.
animated
That-
series Prime.
That's
Yeah,
animated Prime, but I couldn't work out what animated series they were talking about. So
yeah.
anybody in the chat, let us know.
The one with the beard is from the Prime universe. It's a space pirate, and they tease the spaceship to go with it.
Oh, okay. Oh,
But that
look,
was
yeah,
that,
look at this.
I've
Look
got it
between
in the
his legs
opposite
there.
order
Look
to
at
what
this.
you've got.
Oh, big dicky.
Look at this. He's got a bit of length.
Got
there,
massive
yeah.
schlong and a great beard.
It's all going on.
And that's
Anybody in the chat
And
actually know
that's just the horse
Transformers?
of the stream.
Yeah. Anybody in the chat, let us know if you know Transformers at all, or are we just going through something that nobody has any interest in? But it's actually for my own comedic effect. I'm quite enjoying it. But there's Bumblebee, at least. There's an animated Bumblebee. I can tell you that much. So
Yeah, they're saying that they're going to be doing a few other animated series bits and pieces. That's from the deluxe rescue bot. He's called Chase, and they're saying that the body might be used for something else. But they teased like a massive character that I have no idea what they're talking about. But supposedly that's what it's from, because each individual photo that you're seeing is from a completely different universe, but nothing links up. So this, if you wanted to collect Transformers as a random thing, because this is going to be 40 years worth of toys in 1 year, that's the another one that they were going on about as well. That's from the Cyberverse, and she's called Wingblade.
I like that one.
His research here is actually impressive.
I've got every single
He's
name
took
written
your
down.
message
This is not
very
coming in the right
seriously.
film in order.
Yeah,
Yeah, apparently she was popular. She disappeared. They brought her back, but they didn't. She's just from the Cyberverse. That's all I know from that one.
There we go.
Right, okay. There we are. From the Cyberverse. A lady in red from the Cyberverse. So she looks
She's cool.
kind of fancy. There's
There's a group.
something, it's not quite fancy. There's a Groot. Well, there you are.
It's
Gentlemen. It's Groot. It's a crossover. It's Grey Groot. There we are.
Does it not look like a group to you?
Not really. No, there's some core class. Now, I think that means small. I think that's
It is,
the...
by the sounds of it, it's the tiny ones. You've got the they're the new rock ones that they're talking about. So this is, I do believe, I think that is either the OG Snarl, or it's from the Rock Lightning, which is Infinite Universe. It's from the first Armor Riser of the Year, and it makes a combine eventually. Because they're talking about the trike. So the trike's got special bits and pieces within it, and they've got like a 5mm port where you can basically build a weapon for the larger Transformers. It's extremely confusing, but apparently you can make different bits and pieces out of them, and you can take bits and pieces off them, and they're all connect to make one massive. It's basically Power Rangers, isn't it? That's what they.
So you can make a Megazord. That's what we're going to. That's how we're going to summarize this. I'll just whip through the rest. There's a.
look,
There's a-
cute, isn't it?
There's a cute little something. I don't know if that's what is that?
Yeah,
Is that
they were going on. They were going on about how they've got all these. That is the new one that they were going ape about. That was the first one that they announced. That's from the core class. That is from the animated deco that they've used, because apparently the first original one was wrong. So the green bits were translucent on the original toy.
Here we go. We got a Transformers expert. Hello, man. He's here. Gahooby J is here. Good evening. And I know he knows his Transformers. There you go. First time the leader class figures have open boxes. There we are. Matt, you might have got something right there in your notes.
I've written down what they said. If
you
they
go.
said it was true, I've just written it down. There's no lies
Got
on my bit of paper.
confirmation.
It's just not in the right
There
order.
we go. And I started to watch it. My God, there's a lot of photos here. I'm just going to whip through the rest of them here. There's
Oh, that's
the
the
Armada
that's the
Universe
Pulsecon, isn't
Jolt.
it? They said
So-
that if you ordered that now, it might be with you on Monday. That one.
Oh, okay. Right. That's
Oh,
in,
do they get out that
in
quickly,
stock.
do they?
Yeah, some of these
That's
items have been in stock
ready to
now.
go.
Why
Yeah.
did I think it takes like a year for these?
Because that is the Pulsecon exclusive there, if you can see in the corner, dear.
But it is
So that
still
must
available.
be the
so
convention
it's not sold well.
exclusive.
Oh, right. Okay.
So let me go back to that tab. I'll just do a bit more scrolling, then we'll get off Transformers. I think we've done enough Transformers. There's some form of car. There you go.
That's
You
the
knew I was
same
going to say
thing.
car. didn't you?
Ah, it's car.
There's a- So that is
Same one.
the transform mode. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Anybody's still in the same thing. And there's the panel. Now, if I'd have probably started here, that might have made more sense because that's probably the panel in order, isn't it? There was a.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah,
lost
you
Craig.
got-
We've lost Craig.
Craig's
He's
transformed.
vanished.
He's gone. Oh, he's gone.
He's transformed. There was a- We've lost him again. He's in and out like a yo-yo tonight, is our
Yeah.
Craig. He's got
I
Wi-Fi
must say,
issues.
Mark's on top form tonight. I must
Yes,
say.
yes.
Yeah.
No, look at poor Matt. If I'd have started the presentation in this order, it would have all been in the order of his notes.
It'd have been in the order on my paper. That's what it would have been in.
Oh, we've given him the
the
shot.
poor lad's
See,
prepped
it
for
is.
this and
There
everything.
you go.
It
never
is.
mind.
It's in order. Right, so that is a video we can say coming exclusively soon to the detached brick. He's got a few hours to get that up, so it's still relevant. We want the full Transformers breakdown in order. So go give him a subscribe.
That's the Tasmanian kid you're looking at, I think.
Fantastic. I'm not going to
There
do
you
any
go.
more because I've given up with Transformers now. That's as much Transformers as we're getting, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
Yeah.
3
So if you
hours
like
of my life wasted.
Yeah. So if you like Transformers, vote for them in the poll. Let's see how the poll is doing. How are Transformers coming on in the poll? Oh, they're not doing well. They're not doing well. They're at
Has this bit of the stream not boosted them up at all?
it hasn't. We've not lost any
Weird, huh?
viewers. I think we actually gained a couple. So we're doing well on the Transformers, but they've only got 5%. 5% for
dear.
Transformers in the poll. And blooming hell, poor Star Wars, ladies and gentlemen, in the poll. Is it 0%? 0% for our friends at Star Wars. That's
So without
not
any
gone.
spoilers, Jay, was Star Wars that bad before we jump?
Well, it depends if you wanted a lot of New Black series. If you wanted a lot of New Black series, you got 2 figures. So let's jump. Let's jump to Power Rangers then. That was next. So let's share this tab instead. And we've got that's Craig. He's back just in time because I think he's got the Craig is back, and we have Omega Rangers. Craig, talk about Omega Rangers.
They're Rangers.
Glad you
I
did
don't know much. I don't know much about them, but as far as I'm aware, they're when is it? They went to the World Conference. I think they went on a mission after in the comic books, if I'm right. In
You
space.
are correct, yes.
So it's Trini, Zach, I want to say, and someone else. Is it Jason? I want to say Jason. And then there's a Alien Ranger, which is the light blue one, the teal colour one. And yeah, that's as far as my knowledge goes on these. But I think I'll be buying them just purely because they look quite good, to be fair.
Yeah, I was
Pinless
going to
as
say
well.
you're probably the only one here I would think that would be buying these. Anybody else? Show of hands going to buy these? Anybody? I thought Matthew's hand was coming up then, but no, I thought he was looking on the borderline, but I don't think he is. No, he's talking to his mother probably.
I think Tanner's definitely in on them. So.
Tanner, yeah, shout out Super Turkeys, also sending himself on
yeah,
holiday
yeah,
this week.
What's on holiday? When are we going on holiday?
You haven't had a holiday. How long have you
I
had
haven't had a holiday
You tell them
in 7, 8 years.
Let me go full screen just to tell them. Tell them about your holiday.
Oh, it's on Facebook Memories. It came up one of our last holidays, and it was I think 7 or 8 years ago. Because Jay spends all his money on toys.
Yeah.
So we don't get a holiday.
It's been about 8 years since I've taken her away. So
get in the chat. Tell him he needs to take me on holiday.
That super chat's for Cheeky Monkey. She needs a holiday fund. It's been nearly 8 years. The poor lady.
Yeah.
So what we doing? Power Rangers. Yeah, these are the original yellow, black, and yellow Rangers, and they ended up in space, I think, didn't they? So they gained these little. Oh, hello. Let's get interrupted. A man live from holiday. It's got to be nearly midnight where he is. Hello, Dan Who himself.
Oh, at least you get to go on holiday, Dan.
He's still with us. He's not streaming because he's probably in bed now. And he's very sunburned. He's still not. Look at that. There you go. He's on holiday, thinking of all the toys he could have bought.
But think of the experiences and memories you're making, Dan. So
the experience and the memories. What a fantastic way of
red as a tomato.
Quicker than the plastic he could have bought.
He could have been sat here spending £250 on Marvel and G.I. Joe, but no, he's probably still spent £250 on G.I. Joe. Let's be fair. He's probably. What were we talking about? No idea. Power Rangers. There we are. We already knew these were coming because I think they got leaked the other day. So this was absolutely no surprise at all.
So is this different to normal Power Rangers, or am I being a bit special?
I'm not getting into that with you. You'll be here for
Okay,
days.
all right.
There's thousands of different types of Power
Oh,
Rangers.
is there? I just know the ones that I watched on the telly.
Yeah, that was Mighty Morphin.
Yeah, that one.
These are technically from Mighty Morphin. They became
They're
Mega
linked,
Rangers.
but in the comic books.
Yeah. Yeah, so you
Well,
could
Jay ruined Power Rangers for me. I can't watch it again
tell them why.
because they dubbed it, so I didn't even realise as a kid that it was dubbed. And now I watch it back and I'm like, oh yeah, it's really obvious now. But never realised as a kid, obviously.
You didn't realise it was Japanese sentai
No,
footage,
I
did
was
you?
really
You had
into
no
it. I
idea.
thought it was great, and now it's ruined.
You hadn't noticed when we go to the Megazords, we're in a completely different town.
Of course, no, I realised. But as a kid, you don't notice these things. You just get zoned in on the story and everything. Yeah, so ruined it, didn't you?
There you go. Dan's Holiday's blowing up the chat there. David's talking about it. Kurt K, look, Dan knows how to sacrifice for his. What's that?
Sacrifice! Oh,
Kurt,
my
you've dropped
God.
me in it, son. Kurt,
Yeah.
get rid of him.
What sacrifice? Let's go through this.
You snapped me out there, Kurt. That was right. For that, no Star Wars coverage tonight. There was a. He's thrown it off. There was a.
You're rotten edge.
It's a good thing I love him.
Dan was going to film a quick recap at midnight. Yes, I'm sure that's going to go down well. Amanda will love that. With his little pow, he's live from a grease bridge or somewhere.
Oh, dear.
Right, there's a Mega Rangers. Right, I think we've seen them. We know what they are. There was also one more reveal for Power Rangers because the line is going on hiatus, isn't it, for a while? Where was the other image? There we are. So, again, a nice tribute to the late Jason David Frank here with the Master Morpher. All the different power coins he's had over the years, which is nice to see. The base could probably do with some paint, but the Morpher itself, I think, looks really cool. And they did say that before he passed away, he did manage to record the actual lines of dialogue for the Morpher. So I thought that was very nice to see there. So this could be a really nice tribute piece for any fans of the Green Ranger or the many other Rangers he's played over the years. So I'm not really into the prop replicas, so it's not one for me. But I think this could be a very popular piece, and it is Pulsecon exclusive, and I think it is going to be straight into stock. I don't know if it's available in the UK. I'll have a look. Anybody getting this? Craig, are you getting this? Anybody else?
I think I'm not normally a role play person, but I think I'll be getting this just purely because Tommy was my favourite Ranger. So, like, just to have that piece on the display, I think will just be great for me. Then just a way to finish it now, finish the collection. Because, like you say, it's going on hiatus. I was hoping we'd probably get the Zap Tigers Zord as the last one, but don't think that will ever happen. But I'm glad that we're getting this as a last sort of thing before they do, because it's like you say, it's like a shrine to him, isn't it, really? So, and the fact that he did the voices as well for the actual thing before he passed is great. So, yeah, I'll be in on it. So
yeah, it is up on Pulse now. I've just managed to find that screen, so it's $65.99 on Pulse UK, currently in stock, and I believe it is going to be shipping. Literally now it says free shipping 3 to 5 business days. So this one pretty much is in stock. So for anybody actually doing these pre-orders, if you're not a Pulse Premium member, like this idiot is, because he signed up to get Serpentor a year ago.
You're trying to justify it, aren't you?
Well, I got a good sale though out of it. So to be fair, I did make my money back and quite a bit on it by getting all those Marvel Legends in the sale. But you've got 4 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. So if our viewer numbers start going down in 4 minutes, we know people have popped off to do some pre-ordering. But do come back. So pre-orders live for most items that were shown today in 4 minutes time. So you've got 4 minutes until the actual pre-orders go live for this one. Anybody else got any Power Rangers thoughts, or shall we go to Star Wars?
Not for me.
No, nobody gives a shit about Power Rangers here.
It's a bit rude,
Shocking. Absolutely shocking, right? Power Rangers are off. As I said, the first couple of hours of Pulsecon, it wasn't really doing it. So we will move on.
How long did it take to go through each thing then on the actual
Well,
stream?
Pulsecon was on for a good 5.5 hours, dear. So
was it really that long? Oh,
it
was
started,
I on that long?
Started at 4 o'clock, yeah. Started at 4 o'clock. Right, let's share this tab instead, and we'll go to the next bit that was Star Wars. We'll just check up on the chat. Anything kicking off the
I
chat?
think bring toys to work makes.
Bring
a good
toys
comment.
to work.
I
Let's
think
have a
we should
look.
show
What
that.
does he say here? Michael says, if I could give up 2 lines, what? If I could give it 2 lines to collect in order to go on holiday, what would they be?
I think that's a
Wow.
really good question.
Well, Star Wars?
Costs too much money.
No, I don't spend a lot on Star Wars. That wouldn't get you a very
You're
good
pulling
holiday.
your wire, love.
I'm pulling your wire. Oh dear, I want to pull a wire, do you? What would I give up for a holiday?
What would you give up for holiday?
I think it would have to be the Mezco and the Mayfex. Well, no, actually, the Mondo. The Mondo.
You've only just started the Mondo.
Yeah, they'd have to go for a holiday. And the
You change your mind
the Mezco.
so much.
Yeah, the Mondo
You could
and
have
the
2
Mezco.
holidays with that, Kiara.
There you go. No, I don't know if this is coming through on the screen, but I've seen here in the chat that it is coming through. Fantastic. Mark has changed his name to Melted Mess. It's noticed that. Fantastic.
Oh,
fantastic.
Oh, Mark's my favourite tonight. Can we give him some stars or something? I don't know.
We got some Star Wars
Brilliant.
chat going here in the chat. Kurt's talking about it. Gooby J's talking about it. Damien's talking about it. And Jamie was disappointed, wasn't he? Where was Jamie? There we go. He was disappointed. There's no new Ahsokas with his collecting rule of all the Ahsokas, so at least Jamie saved some money.
What's the Star Wars thing that we're watching at the moment? Or
We're not
trying
watching
to
any
watch?
Star Wars thing at the moment.
Are we not?
dear.
What?
No.
I thought you were building up episodes to watch.
Yeah, that's Ahsoka, dear.
Is
We
that
haven't
the
started
same?
watching it yet,
Oh.
have we?
I don't think I'm going to like
Really
it.
We're going to find out because here comes some reveals from Ahsoka. So let's go through these pictures and then we will get some thoughts from everybody. So, right. Let's get these up on the screen. Make sure you can actually see what I'm doing. You can see what I'm doing. So we started off with Patrick, Chris, and the lady with the red hair whose name I've completely forgotten. Let's find out if anybody was paying attention here on the panel. What's her name?
Should we give her a name? Sarah.
Well, I
No,
didn't watch
nobody's
it
paying
because I was
attention.
too busy doing your Transformers thing.
You did.
And it was rubbish, so I have no
Everyone's
clue.
got a name. I can't for the life of me remember her name. So,
Bob.
lady with no name, please let us know in the chat. We're ready for the panel. Now, Patrick kept doing impressions, talking about wrestling, of L.
Kurt says
A
Emily.
night.
Isn't Emily the one with the colour?
Kirk said it's Emily. They can't all be called Emily, can
No.
they?
Well, I don't know,
Because the
really.
lady on Magic the Gathering was also called Emily. Do we have 3 Emilys, or was Kurt just lying to me again? Or do we really have 3 Emilys? I also have a daughter called Emily, so
Yeah.
there's a popular name apparently. Right, down we go. So Patrick with his LA Knight impression kept saying yeah after everything.
Yeah.
He was just
Like
cracking
that.
me up when he was doing his reveals. So they're trying to flog selfie series to you. So if you want to get your selfie series, you can now. They come with glasses and beards now if you want to do it.
Beards. Ooh.
But still not available internationally. So there's some selfie series. There is the Pulsecon exclusive. We talked about that before, which is called Starkiller and the Stormtroopers there. We fly through these in order. Now, poor Matt, you see, with his Transformers, I didn't go in order. These are in lovely order, so it's fantastic.
Nice
So
stuff.
that's available right
Quite a
now
good picture, that,
for your Pulse Premium for the Starkiller set. Let me see if I can go through easier because I literally have to go that way through every single picture. Right, okay, let's start with something new then. So from the vintage collection, we have the HK-47 and the Jedi version of Darth Revan, no longer Darth, I suppose, from one of the mobile games, the Galaxy of Heroes mobile game. Sticking with the vintage collection, pretty cool one this. We've got Director Krennic, so I think he's been a long time want for people who do collect the vintage collection, so we haven't had a Rogue One version of Krennic. So he has come out. What else did they show? They then showed the Ahsoka card backs, but I don't think there was anything particularly new yet. But they did show Chopper. So Chopper is coming to the vintage collection in your 3 3/4 inch styling with an articulated neck joint. So you can do some fancy head posing there with his articulated neck.
Some head posing with that. How is
His head tilts back there. There you are.
that's pathetic, isn't it? Really?
Pathetic. Oh, that's a very, very, very big innovation. They were very high on that innovation. They were really
Why
impressed
would
with
you
themselves.
want to just do
Because
that?
Mrs. Mouth just need to talk.
Oh well, maybe if it's relevant to the thing. But I was
You-
expecting a bit more than a
She's not impressed at all. Star Wars team, you've shot the bed with this one.
no
Their
different.
big reveal for the vintage collection. She doesn't give a crap about it. So,
I just expected a
How
little
much is it, Jay?
more.
how much is it? I don't know.
20
Oh,
quid.
That would they don't announce prices, do they?
Well, why
during
don't
this
they? I
live
wanna know
stream,
how much
my
it costs.
goodness, we wouldn't be so brave to announce prices during the stream. We'll have to find out when it goes up for pre-order.
But with that extra articulation,
Which,
it's probably quite a lot of money.
They used to be like £15, didn't they? The vintage collection, but some of them have gone to astronomical crazy
Yeah,
prices. They may be up for pre-order as we speak. I'll find out.
You want to have a look, then you'll know
Who
the
wants
price.
to know? Let's see if we can get a live price
There we
check here.
go.
Live price check. Chopper. There we are. Vintage collection Chopper.
$16.99.
There we go. Spoilers, love.
Oh, sorry.
Spoilers. There you go. Share this tab instead. $16.99. There you are. There's so the regular price.
I'll just be quiet. Sorry.
Shocking,
I don't know why I'm here.
Shockingly, you're here to moderate
I'm
the chat.
forced on here.
You're supposed to be in charge of the chat. If I've seen no moderation, you've got a spanner.
I actually, guys, say what you want. I don't know how to work the chat.
You've
so
got a spanner there, love. So, right, $16.99, your regular price, no markup for the articulated neck. I've got to share this tab instead. So that's Chopper. So that's the vintage collection. There's a few more for vintage collection. There you go. There is your timeline there. Available spring next year for those. And the droids whose name I can't remember. He does a bit of lightsaber training, doesn't he, I think? Then they talked about the HasLab, which funded. Of course, the Ghost funded. And then we get on to Black Series. So before we get on to Black Series, then I'll go round. And any thoughts on the vintage collection? Let's go to Mark. Talk to me about the vintage collection. Classic 3 3/4 inch.
Well, I'm not normally a 3 3/4 inch collector, Jay. So it's nice for people who. Craig's gone. He's clearly a Star Trek man. Craig, he's disappeared on us yet again. He was doing a bit of a Star Wars theme there, wasn't he? His screen went all black like outer space. He was giving us a bit of a Star.
He was off to a galaxy far, far away.
He's left. Yeah, he's left us. But no, I think the thing I always like when I see vintage collection. I'm going to be very general here, Jay. The thing I always like when I see vintage collection is I like all the dioramas and the vehicles and the world building they do with the vintage collection stuff. But I am more of a Black Series. Black Series collector when I do get Black Series stuff. Little story for you, actually. I've met Patrick in person, so. I know we're all going to meet an MCM Comic Con coming up pretty soon, actually. And little tip for anyone who may not have gone on the Fridays. When you go on the Friday, it's very, very quiet because obviously everyone's at work. And I think there was a year. I think it was 2018, something like that. It was pre-COVID. I went to MCM Comic Con on the Friday, and it was quite quiet. And Patrick was there doing like a kind of survey on Star Wars, and I had no idea who he was because I hadn't. It was before all these kind of Pulsecon live streams, all things like that. So I thought, there's just this Hasbro employee that I'm speaking to, and fast forward, I've seen him on streams and things like that. But yeah, so I didn't really know who he was at the time or anything. But more than likely, we'll probably see when we all meet up at MCM Comic Con. We'll probably maybe be able to see some of those people there as well. But yeah, I mean, I think I'm more of a Black Series collector. So I think for the good thing is, I guess what I'll summarize by saying is, there was plenty of vintage collection choices in this stream, which is good for vintage collection collectors. But yeah, like you were saying, there wasn't much choice for the Black Series. But yeah, really, really nice collection for anyone who collects vintage series stuff.
Yeah, there was a few different offerings from the vintage collection. I think they did better than the Black Series. And were you into 3 3/4 inch at all, Adam?
No. I collected the originals because I'm old enough to have like all of the original Star Wars toys. So I would like to go into it, but it's money and space, isn't it? I wouldn't know where to start with a whole new line.
Yeah, no, they've recently sucked me in with the Return of the Jedi stuff from the vintage collection, but that's as far as I'm going. So none of these were Return of the Jedi. So none of these were for me. So on to Black Series then. Let's see what we got from the Black Series. So
that lady's face says it all.
They brought in Priya there.
Yeah,
so not an Emily.
She's like,
not
why
an
am
Emily.
I here?
That's how I feel right now.
And then they showed us these. Then we started off with an absolute bang, didn't we? An absolute bang. We were all so excited to see some international exclusive archive collections redos. So they are re-releasing these figures in the archive collection, but not in the US. This is just international, because I think some of these figures are still on pegs in the US. And to be fair, you can still pick up a Stormtrooper right now easily. So for me, this completely shut the bed, these redos. I don't think these are that hard to get. Maybe Bo-Katan might be hard to get now, but the rest of them aren't particularly hard to get.
How many
my
Stormtroopers do you
understanding.
think they've done?
a few, but
'Cause I can imagine them doing
people buy
loads.
hundreds of stormtroopers. There was a. I believe Mark Tac was selling one the other day as well. Did you ever sell that, Mark?
That's true. No one bought it. They must have thought ahead to this stream because no one bought it.
I think Mark's sale's been done now. They,
Yeah.
There goes that plan. So archive collection of the figures there. So they're in the archive packaging. So they're just redos of figures we already have. And then we got on to some of the newer stuff, didn't we? So we literally only had, as far as I'm aware, 2 actual figure reveals.
He's got a beard.
So we have from the Ahsoka show. I haven't actually watched Ahsoka yet, so there is not a spoiler for me at least, because I kind of get the gist of what's happening. But there is Baden Skull from the new Ahsoka show with his fancy lightsaber. I think he looks really good, and all these Ahsoka figures are looking quite good. I just haven't got to see the show yet because I'm trying to box set it all and watch it all in one. And there is Shin Haiti, I believe I pronounced that, again from the Ahsoka show. So having not watched it, can't really tell you any details on these characters. Anybody watch Ahsoka and can tell me any details at all about what we're seeing? Marvelous.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. So these are essentially, I mean, without it being spoilers, I'm sure, because you can see the red lightsabers. These are essentially the 2 sort of villains of Ahsoka. They're not really Sith though, so that's all I'll kind of say. They're not really Sith, but right. Ahsoka's very good. It's good to have these 2 characters in figure form because they are 2 main characters in the series. So the character who's the female character is kind of the character in black who's Ray. I forget the actor's name now, but he's the master, and the other one's the apprentice. But yeah, I mean, it is good to have them because they are essentially the main bad guy, two of the main bad guys in the series. So, and I'm sure we're going to get more figures in Black series from the series. But and there are that's the other thing. There are quite a lot of characters that it's Ray Stevenson. Yeah, thanks, Damien. There are going to be a lot of characters that they can make in figure form. So, especially in the latest kind of episodes. So, yeah.
Yeah, so summarising pretty much what I thought they probably were going to be. So they are available right now as we speak. If you want them to complete the Ahsoka lineup, there is the rest of the figures that they've done so far from Ahsoka, and Ezra's, I think, a version from Rebels. So there are a few good looking figures there. I'm just trying. I don't know, because I'm thinking, I'm going to buy these, aren't I? If I watch it and really like it, which I'm sure I probably will, because I'm hearing it's some very good Star Wars, that I'm probably going to want to buy some of these. So trying to hold off to watch it till the very end. And we had a lightsaber, didn't we? So a couple of role play items. So we've got Sabine Wren here with the lightsaber, and the big one, it's Rex's helmet. So I know this is a very exciting reveal for some people that collect the helmets, because I know this is a really, really big wanted item. So I think the role play has actually taken it more than the figures for once, surprisingly, here for Black series. I think Craig's back as well. We'll let him in. There we are. He's back again. Guess who's back? Yeah. Tell a friend. Some rapping there as well. You didn't forget rapping.
Ahsoka's really good, by the way, guys.
Yeah. It is, yeah. Craig's right.
Well, God, he turns at 9, tells us it's good. He's been stuck in limbo in the waiting room. Do you have to watch it? No, I'll probably watch it with Matt. So Matt will be over for Ahsoka.
That's all right.
Bringing it to Matt, of course, because you've not bought any of the Lego Ahsoka, so you've not got the Lego Ghost yet, have you? But have you watched it?
No, not yet. But see, I'm assuming, obviously, because I don't actually have Disney Plus, is the Ahsoka show still going on weekly, or is it done and dusted?
2 episodes
left.
One
more episode left, I think.
One more.
One or two.
Because the differences in Lego form is that they've already shot their load, so all of the figures have already been announced. So I wonder, after the grand finale of this, if Black Series will introduce 1 or 2 more characters. So there might be, they don't want to spoil sort of like the last 2 episodes. So,
yeah, they made it. They've done quite a lot already, I think, haven't they? It looks like from that image there we just saw, I think they've whacked out most of the main characters from the show.
Wondered, that's why the Black Series lineup was a little bit weak, if they couldn't show it off, because this is still being shown. So just to...
Yeah, maybe. I think their weakest point for the Black Series here, but really got on my tits, was there was no original trilogy of any kind. There was nothing, was there? There was no prequels either. There was no Clone Wars stuff announced. We got the pipeline here as well for the vintage collection. So Cal Kestis in the Imperial Officer outfit Mandalorian Judge, and a 4-pack of the Clone Troopers, the Phase 2 versions. And then we had the pipeline for the Black Series. Again, not an awful lot in the pipeline. So Darth Vader, well, we haven't got one of him. Not at all. Darth Vader, the Mandalorian, we definitely don't have any Mandalorians in Black Series. Not one. And can you sense my sarcasm, dear?
Yeah, I can.
You can. Fantastic. And then you got a Phase 1 Clone Trooper and a Mandalorian Night Owl. So, again, for me, these did absolutely nothing. So I got to this point in Pulsecon, and I was giving up a bit. I was like, well, Transformers, I don't really know. There wasn't really any Power Rangers. This really started to get on my tits that there was no original trilogy of any kind. So I was like, well, at least I'm saving money. So that was a bonus. And then the next segment, we went on to Dungeons and Dragons, which had no toy reveals at all. No, they were just doing from the books from Dungeons and Dragons. Then we had Avalon Hill and Magic the Gathering. No Indiana Jones. So I'm assuming Indiana Jones is probably dead and buried now. So that's probably it for. So Mola Ram's off. He's not coming. So I think I'll be selling Adventure Series and just sticking with Mezco, I think, for Indiana Jones. And that was it for Star Wars. So any final thoughts on Star Wars? We'll quickly go round and we'll get on to the good stuff. Adam, any final thoughts?
It has started a new line. Kind of, because I've got I think I've got a Black Series Darth Vader and a Black Series Darth Maul. But when I saw the Darth Malgus, I think he is, I've no idea who he is, but they released an image of him, and I saw that, and I thought, well, that's an amazing looking figure. And now they've done Ray Stevenson, who I love, as like a Sith. So I've decided I'm now going to collect all of the Sith characters from the Black Series. So this has kind of tipped me over the edge to do it.
So you've now gone full Sith.
I'm full Sith. So
he's fully gone to the dark side, dear.
Well, a bit like you when you said you weren't going to do Star Wars.
I said I wasn't going to do Free for Cream for Cool. It did take me 10 years to. Did take me there to get there, but it didn't.
And then you went all out, didn't you?
Well, it's only one shelf. It's
only one massive shelf.
It's a big shelf. It's a double deep. It's only one shelf. So
it was the bit on the stream where they said that his lightsabers, he wields it like a broadsword. So the Conan fan in me was like, well, I'm getting that one.
Yeah,
that's it.
Fantastic. So Adam is gone full Sith. Matt's waiting to watch Ahsoka. Tak loves it, and Craig is there. Fantastic. Right, that's Star Wars, ladies and gentlemen. That is Star Wars. We've done Star Wars. Aren't we doing well? We're doing absolutely fantastic. So let's go to the good stuff. What was next? What was next there? When he walked in the house. What was on when he walked in the house?
G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe was not on when he walked in the house. What a lie you just told. You just lied to the entire audience there. You can't even remember
you were so
what was on
when I came in.
Well, don't panic. It just cheered me up. It's Marvel Legends.
Oh, Legends.
Right, okay. Here we go. Let's get to the good stuff. So let's have a quick overview and then we will go round. So what did we see? Let's go in order. Let's start off.
Look
at that. It's a love-in. It's a little love-in. Absolute little love-in there.
There's my mate Ryan.
There he is. Ryan Ting's new best friend here is on the stream. He's changed his name back to Adam Batman Ron. I think I preferred Ryan Ting's new best friend. I think we could have a whole little picture as well. I could have made it in there. Ryan Ting.
I'm still laughing at Tak's name. It's just sat there melted mess.
Right, there's a selfie series. They still look nothing like them, but now they have sunglasses. So
why have they got sunglasses?
You can get that. So there was the first question of the chat, and well, I think we kind of got two of these revealed, didn't we? So you got to vote on what you'd like to see. I voted for the character with the alternate head. That didn't win. I don't think anybody voted for a previous convention exclusive, but the winner was the Marvel Legends first-time character. So we'll get to that later in the panel. But I think Dwight did pretty much let slip that the number one, the alternate head, is clearly going to be Lalandra. So I was very excited because that definitely pretty much slipped out of his mouth. He said it was X-Men related. And I think she's... Oh, I guess it could be the Shadow King. We just had a head for the Shadow King, didn't we? So I suppose those are the only two options we've got where we previously just had the head sculpt. And yeah. Anybody else think I'm wrong? We all think that's Lalandra.
I thought Lalandra, yeah, as well. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Good consensus.
Isn't she rumored to be in a 2-pack with a civilian Wolverine as well? That's
somebody's been watching Displayed Models Behaviour there, isn't he? Somebody's been watching David Displayed Model Behaviour. There was the elite list.
I have to watch someone else or Dan's off Swan in wherever he is.
He needs more UK content. But yes, there is a big leak list out there, so she is definitely on it. So I think it's going to be Lalandra. So right, that was that. Then we went on to Giant Man.
Oh,
So we bought in the
I
toy
know who this is.
photographer.
I know this one.
Now, some interesting thing about Giant Man here is I called this on a previous stream.
I wish I
yeah.
recorded your reaction.
And it's actually happened. Come on. We've got white antenna pieces. They're actually giving us. They made out like they were going to give us them anyway, and they just didn't show us them before, but there was no mention of it. So classic white antenna pieces. So now we look much more like the Toy Biz version of this figure, the Bath that I've never owned. So I was absolutely delighted to see some. I
Delighted.
I lost my shit for some white
you was
antenna
having a heart
pieces.
attack. I really did.
so now, when Dan asked your question to Ryan Ting about the packaging and maybe having a diorama on the back, if we get a big building on the back and we get white antenna, we've nailed this here at Jay's Toy Collection UK. We've made changes to the community, influence, you could even say. So very happy to see those white antenna pieces there. Nice, easy add-on they can do.
They've got a big building behind them.
Yeah, that's the actual buildings. Then they started talking about the eyes. So they've gone full McFarlane here with the one eye. So we're now going to get interchangeable eye pieces. So again, another bonus that they've actually put in there, which I think is better, because all those head portraits before had the same eyes. But now we've got side eyes, we've got sort of angry eyes, and we've got normal eyes. And you can switch those between any of the head sculpts we're going to be getting, or the face plates.
They're looking down.
So yeah, they are looking down, aren't they? What I call the angry eyes. Yeah. So that's another good little bonus. So a couple of nice little bonuses here for Giant Man. But did it make any difference to the numbers? So let's just go around and find out who's back in. Adam, are you back in the Giant Man?
Definitely.
He's in. He's absolutely in. Does this excite you, the additions here, or could you not give a toss?
Couldn't give a shit. Yeah. Literally couldn't give a shit. It means absolutely nothing to me whatsoever. I'll have the same antenna and the same eyes that it was coming with originally, so it means nothing. But
fantastic.
It is
just
good.
Go and buy another Batman.
I thought of you straight away when they said about the white antenna because of you talking about it on the other stream. So as soon as I heard that, I thought, yeah, Jill be over the moon with that.
I'll be excited. Adam couldn't give a toss. Now, Matt, as a Lego collector, has been thinking about backing this, that we discussed last week. So let's see if he's any closer to backing it with his interchangeable eyes and white antenna.
Well, as I've only found out about this about a minute and a half ago, I need to let it sink in. But no, I will be. Yeah, and you know the reason why as well. I will be backing it, but with a question with regards to when does this get included? Is it as the base package or?
Yeah, this is just part of the base offering. Yeah, they've just
antennas. The white bits and his eye bollocks are all one thing.
Yeah, they've just made some changes to the sculpt as they've gone through. They said they were developing the sculpt as it goes on, and now they've realised they can do this. They're going to go for this. So a slight difference to the original packaging. So you'll get the black antenna and the white antenna, and then you'll get interchangeable eyepieces as well.
That's a bit fiddly to me.
The eye, do the new eyes make sense with the other faceplates if it goes through?
They only fit on the standard faceplates. They're not going to do anything for the zombie faceplate or the scroll ones. They'll just be as standard. But these will just give you options. You just had angry face, happy face, or smiley face. You had eyes looking forward every time. Now you can have
a little bit more
eye down, or you could swap the eye downs to the eye crosses, and you can do some more.
It'd be very good for photos anyway, wouldn't it?
So Jamie's confirmed the backers to us, and it's made absolutely no difference at all to the backers because it's still at a snail's pace. We haven't hit the halfway point yet. I still think we'll easily get there on this. How long has it got? I mean, it needs to go another tab. It's got 31 days, dear. 31 days to go on this one. So that's all right. Are you excited about this, Mark?
Yeah, I you know what? It's not something I'll back, but the only reason for that, Jay, is because it doesn't really have a place in my collection right now because I'm falling a bit behind with Legends. There's a few that I'd like to get: Blob, Ultimate Captain America, the Doom and Captain Marvel 2-pack. But I'm kind of just because there's so much stuff coming out now, it's sort of picking and choosing really. But it's not the only reason I wouldn't be that I'm not getting it is because of that. It's nothing to do with it in terms of how good or bad it is because it's a very good release. It's very reasonably priced, and I would be backing it if if it was something probably I could fit more into the collection right now. But I think it's every time I see an update, I always think it's great for the people that are backing it, and it's always like nice to see the little extra things they talk about. So I'll be living through all you guys on Legends and Liquor. I think, or one of these streams when you've all got it and are showing it off. I'll be enjoying it through your eyes, if you see what I mean, or see. Talking of eyes, enjoying it through your eyes of seeing it, all through you guys. So yeah, it looks really good. It does look really good.
And Craig, I believe you're in on this. Are you a white antenna man, a black
Yes.
antenna man, and do you like a bit of side eye?
I like it. I like all these editions. I think they've made the price even more appealing. Like the fact that we're getting these. Hopefully, it's just with the base offering, and we don't have to hit anything. But that's a highly unlikely thing. But yeah, I'd have mine displayed with white antennas, and probably looking down as well.
Yeah,
With
he's
an
going for the
angle
down
sight.
look. He's not going for the McFarlane side eye. That's what it's just going to remind me of now every time I see it is McFarlane side eye. I think Damien was just asking if they're going to be held in by magnets. They didn't say how they're going to be held in, so I assume they're just going to slot in as they were before and sit under the mask, but they didn't say. What else we got? SMT figures is here. Hello, there we are. STM. That's reading dear at this time of night. They were very difficult. Right, so then we got onto the Postcon exclusive that I don't think I can probably say nobody gives a toss about. Raise your hand if you give a toss.
Wow.
Fantastic, nobody does. So that is Detroit Steel, which is probably going to be one of the Postcon exclusives that is not going to sell. So I think this will end up in the sale. So if you want a reused MCU Ironmonger to fight your Iron Man, he does look kind of cool. So if he's in the sale, I might pick him up. But for now, at full price, I'm going to gladly pass on by with this one. And then we got into the actual reveal. So we had a new wave revealed there. I believe it's Power Princess, isn't it? There was
yeah.
If I've got her name right, there we are. Or Wonder Woman. Then we got what's his name? Justice.
Yeah.
Oh, God, nailing this, let me tell you. There was Vision. I can give you Vision. Oh, you got Vision. You're in there. There's Vision. Vision looks a bit weird here. So they painted.
Some random ads?
I was thinking this at the same time. You thought the same things. They painted the ab lines on. It looks cool, but they didn't paint it to the top on the prototype here. So it looks a little bit weird in their promo. But we got Vision on a new body. He's on the Vulcan body. The infamous Chris Starr. Dan Larson was having a time of his life hoping Postcon that you actually see Chris Starr in person. So you either love it or you hate it, I think, with this Chris Starr we found out from all the previous streams. So we've seen all these ones before, but they added in some new figures to the wave. So this is going to be a Build-A-Figure wave. Now, they did make a joke that Craig fell for, that there's going to be a 4-pack. But it isn't going to be a 4-pack. It is going to be a Build-A-Figure wave. So if we go down, we will get some new reveals. So this one is my favourite reveal from the wave. It's old Savage Namor. 90s sort of version of Namor there with a crazy hair sculpt, the OJ Lee sort of art design there. Really do like this figure. I think that looks fantastic. So definitely looking forward to adding him to the collection at some point. So that's Savage Namor. Then we had, I believe his sister, isn't it? Namorita there. But I think a more modern version again, not the classic version that I know people were hoping for. And of course, our friend Displayed Once, Rich M himself, was hoping for that classic version, but we haven't got the classic version. So I think she might be a pass for me there. And then we go through. Then this one brought back some memories. So it's the Black Panther, but with the gold accent. So this is the old Toy Biz version I had in my much younger days of collecting, nearly 20 years ago now. I bought this figure with my staff discount from Woolworths. Off the shelf. I think it cost me about £6.
Oh my god!
And it came with a Build-A-Figure piece. That was,
prices have
I'll let you in on a little secret here. I didn't actually know who he was when I bought him 20 years ago, and I thought, why have Marvel done Batman?
Oh,
that is genuinely what I thought when I bought this figure. I don't think I've ever said that out loud. Yeah, just told the entire world.
If I had said that, you would have made fun of me.
I was like, I didn't get what it was. I did not get the design. So all these years later, I needed it for the Build-A-Figure piece. So it was in the collection for years. So now I really want it for pure nostalgic reasons. So the Black Panther there, looking really, really nice.
It's actually quite a nice figure.
And then the Build-A-Figure though. Now this got me. The Void. So we've got Sentry when he goes absolutely nuts and transforms into the evil sort of void as it comes out of him. Look at the crab legs. It's see-through. It's translucent. It's an absolutely fantastic looking builder figure. Loads of these tokens. So for the wave, I only really want Black Panther and Namor, but I want the bath. So now you get down to the question of, do I get the whole wave just to get the bath? Try and get the bath on the second-hand market. And that brings us back to the debate of should the baths be no baths and be deluxe? And I still like the idea of the bath because you're getting a free figure, essentially, if you're buying the whole wave. But this is a whole wave where I don't want to buy the whole wave. I just want the bath. So it's one of them. It is. I think for me, this might have to be a sale wave. It's a very, very random mix of characters is how I'd sum this wave up. We'll go for everybody in a minute. We can all sum this wave up in your thoughts. But for me, a very, very random mix of characters. We've got modern costumes. We've got classic costumes. It's a bit all over the place, but I do like the bath. So I'm not gonna jump in and pre-order straight away. Going to try and wait for a bit of the old sale that's been working out quite well for me over the last year, but a very, very good bath for me. So we'll start with Adam. We'll just go around and get your thoughts on the entire wave, your favourite characters, your worst characters, what you like, what you don't like. Talk to me. Ryan Ting's best friend.
Okay.
Yeah, I should say I like it all, shouldn't I? Just to support me, mate. Namor, I love. Yeah, that's an absolute definite. I think that's my favorite figure of the wave by far. Power Princess is another one. I think it's a really good figure. So those two are definite. Exactly the same as you. I bought the original Black Panther with the gold accents when it came out. I had it. In fact, I've still got it. It's upstairs in a box. So that's got a bit of nostalgia to it. So that's a maybe. And then probably I quite like the Justice designs. I'll maybe pick Justice up, but that's a sale one. Namerator, I couldn't care less about. And the Bath, I don't know. I like the Sentry. I was never that keen on the Void aspect of his character. That wasn't my favourite bit of any Sentry story, so I'm not really that bothered about the Bath.
Okay, so again, a mixed wave for you again then.
Yeah, if you want the Bath, if I pick any up, you're more than welcome to the Bath, please.
Fantastic! Look at that. We're making deals. We're making deals live. So the Bath is started there. Where was it?
Do a swap.
Fantastic. Oh, Dan's just asked a question here. Adam, did you think Black Panther was Batman too?
No, I know my Batman well enough to know it wasn't.
There you go. See, just this idiot that thought that. So there we go. My Bath is started there, thanks to Adam. So I knew you'd like that Power Princess. Again, that looks better than any McFarlane Wonder Woman I think we're probably going to get, so doesn't it? So I could see people wanting to do a sort of repaint of that one. All right, we're going to go to our Lego expert here, Matt, who's going to talk about 6-inch figures that he's only just seen. So talk to me, Sam.
Yeah, well, the first thing is with regards to it being obviously up for debate with regards to should it be a Bath or should it be a deluxe or whatever, if it wasn't a builder figure and it was a deluxe, would it be a better figure if it wasn't in a builder figure wave?
I suppose if you were buying it separately, you could get some accessories and things you wouldn't get with it that they would do with the Bath. So I think accessory wise, that's probably any difference. I don't think particularly we'd get any more paint apps or anything different. And I think for this one, the Bath is definitely a newish looking sculpt to me. Definitely the tentacles and things. I'm not sure if the body's reused for anything else, but it does look good. But it's just a debate again. Of this case, it might have worked out better for me if it was a deluxe. I could have just bought that, passed on the wave, and bought the figure. But then you'd lose out on that bonus of getting the figure for free, essentially, for collecting the wave. And especially when the wave goes on sale, then you get quite a nice little bonus because you can still sell the Bath if you don't want it, which you can't do, of course, if it's a deluxe. So if you didn't need the Bath piece, you can make your money back. So
that's it.
overall,
I think it looks nice. I think the builder figure, you can get probably some from a photography point of view. Forget who the characters are. Some of them you can get some nice photos from. I mean, obviously, the only issue with this, it just generates that FOMO, doesn't it? Because if there's one character that's very, very popular and you want the builder figure, but you're going to wait for it to go into a sale, and that character gets sold out, you're stuffed. So if you don't think they're all going to sell, you can get it in a sale wave. But obviously, from me, it would be a pass because it's not something that I'd collect. I have potentially got 3 of those in the little minifigure form anyway. But yeah, the Neymar looks really, really smart. Vision looks bizarre, but I do like his really bright, vibrant colours. I think that'll look again nice on a shelf, and I think from a photography point of view as well, I think you could probably get some really nice photos of that. But no, overall, I can imagine might be like a 50-50 wave for a lot of people.
Yeah, I think it's definitely what we've discovered so far. Definitely a mixed wave. Usually with the back, it seems the figure that comes with the head is the hardest figure to find. The head always seems to be, for some reason, the hard, and it is Vision that comes with the head this time. And I think that will be a popular Vision on the new body, because the Vision on the retro card is an expensive figure, isn't it? It's about, how much is Vision on the retro card, dear? Cheeky Monkey's pricing. Here we go. How much is Vision on the retro card?
Is it like the ones I was buying
Just tell me a price, dear.
in the game?
Just tell me a price.
I don't know.
Some point this year.
Retro card.
How much is Vision on the retro card on eBay, dear? Good God, this is a long segment. $12.99. What on earth are you chatting about? It's at least a 70 quid figure.
I wish
Yeah,
you
it's
was.
way out of print. That's okay. Probably not
price
anymore.
these things.
Probably 50 to 70 pound. That Vision would set you back
No.
on the retro card now.
And he's like £26 in that one.
It will, because it's getting a redo and a better body, so that one will go down in value.
You set me up there.
I was trying to tell you it was expensive, and you went for $12.99.
Well, I don't know. I get
Well, don't panic. You might be right, because it'll probably bomb now in price and it'll go down to $12.99. Much better. So those that didn't sell their Vision in time have shafted themselves. Who's not sold? Dan Who's not sold his Vision, is he? He's just lost his value. There was it. Right. Okay. So we've done Matthew. Tac. Talk to me, sir.
Well, you know the old saying, Jay, a vision in time saves 9. No, I think so. I couldn't help that little chat.
You bought that one from?
The ones that I really like. I think Power Princess looks really good. I actually really like Crystar. I think Crystar's on the Bucky Cat body, I'm guessing, but so obviously a bit of an older body mold, I'm guessing. But I like the novelty of Crystar. But Power Princess looks really good. They all look decent. I mean, Justice looks good. Power Princess, Vision, I like what Matt was saying. I really like the colours on Vision. They really pop. I think the Void, I'm in agreement with Adam. I prefer the character of the Sentry to the Void, but I actually prefer the builder figure of the Void to the Sentry's figure, if that makes sense. When they showed the Sentry the Void Bath, I was like, wow, they've done a really good job on this Bath. They've really put sort of a lot of the budget, I guess, into the Bath, because it almost looked like an anime sort of character, like an anime villain or something, with all the crab tentacles, like you were mentioning, Jay. And the fact it's it's got sort of translucent effect to it. So for photography options, I think Dwight was saying, like some of the, if you put a light behind it, you get a really nice effect. Say if you're taking photography shots. So yeah, I mean, I do think this looks really good. I agree with you. They've sort of caught people, haven't they? Because if you want this, essentially, you have to get the whole wave, and it is quite a random mix of characters. But yeah, those are my thoughts on it.
Yeah, no, I think we're definitely working out this as a 50-50 wave. So for my sales strategy, I think that bodes well for a sales strategy, because it's not an absolute must-have by the looks of it from everybody's opinions here. So good chance you might get some of these on discount. Right, Craig, through the puff of smoke, do you want to Void? What do you like?
Right, I'm definitely in on Vision. I missed the retro card one, so I never picked him up because he just
She'll
shot
sell you
straight up.
she'll sell you that mint on card $12.99, son.
I'm
$12.99.
not going to play this guessing game again. You're horrible.
Not now. We're having him on a better body, and he's on the Vulcan mod.
You don't even want it for $12.99 now, love. Don't even want it for $12.99.
Justice, I'll be getting him because I have got a new Warriors little team build. Well, I've got a few characters to build on, so he'll be added to that. I was hoping it'd be when they said Namor, I was hoping for a classic Namor, because I missed him as well, and he's like, God knows, he's more than the Vision. So I don't know. I'll probably pick. Yeah, I'll probably pick this one up in the sale if he went on a sale. Same with Namorita. I think she should have been the classic look, but we didn't get it, obviously, because if Rich M got what he wanted, it'd be a better world, wouldn't it? So
As Dwight's T-shirt said at the end, we got the wrong costume.
yeah, basically wrong costume. Black Panther wasn't really bothered about. My Black Panther's the last classic Black Panther they got revealed with like the grey
Toy
glove.
nostalgia there for you.
Not really. So probably another. If he's in the sale, if I see him, I'll probably pick him up. Same with Power Princess. I'm not really familiar with that team, but seeing the figures they've released and they've done a whole team, it's made me think, oh, I might backtrack and get them if they ever pop up in sales and stuff. Chris Star, I'm thinking of just buying Dan Who one just to put in the Who crew. Buying Rich M one just because I can.
It's going to be the hot seller for this wave, Chris Star now.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be in my collection, to be fair, but like I say, he might go down to a real good sale price, so I might just pick him up, and he's a quirky character to have in the display, I suppose. So
yeah,
but
so another mixed wave then.
As for the Bath, I brought the Sentry. I like that figure, but I'm not familiar with that storyline with the Void. The figure looks great, don't get me wrong, but he looks a bit top heavy. Like the legs look a bit like jelly legged. You know, they look like they're gonna bow after time because of all the arms on his back. So it might, if you look at him, his legs look are too thin to hold all that weight of them arms.
That's not a bad point you're actually making there, is it? Thinking about that, he does.
And plus, it's clear plastic as well. So, you know, and have we really ever had a good figure with clear plastic legs?
That's a very good point, because some of those Icemen are like jelly, aren't they?
How did they have him stand on the stream? Because they had him stood up, didn't they?
They put them on little stands, but they glue them to the stands.
Of course they do.
Oh, they always cheat. Yeah, they're glued to the stands half the time. They're hot glued to the stands.
You don't get any claps in his shoes or anything, no.
Yeah, it's a.
But you know, if I
you're getting insulted all over here, Craig. You've got Danny talking about Batman, and Rick said, "Why does Craig sound like he's in a poltergeist?"
Oh, I don't know. when he pays for my Wi-Fi.
Right. We will unpoltergeist Craig. We'll mute him for now. There you are. We'll save your ears until we get back to him. Somebody remind me to unmute him in a minute, because we'll come back and we'll be speaking now. Right, so that was the comic book side of Marvel Legends. Now we're going to get into the stuff where my mind was blown, and so was my wallet, because these were pre-ordered, of course, during the first 20 minutes of the stream, for those of you that have been with us since the start. So we're going over to the MCU. Now, I got rid of most of my MCU, actually. I've got a couple of big sales, haven't I? And I literally only have now one shelf left of MCU, but I left one rather large gap for this very movie. So Spider-Man No Way Home, 2 years in the making, these figures. Yeah, you love it as well. I love this film. So they've all been bought by me. So here we go. So finally, we've got MJ there. Zendaya is MJ. You get the box.
Oh, cool.
It's not a jet engine, for those that get that reference. It's definitely not a jet engine. And you get a fancy jumper. Looks a bit. I'm not. This is when I'm not keen. I don't like this jumper. It looks a bit sort of.
It's supposed to be like
baggy, doesn't it? I don't know. But you told me it was baggy in the film, so I'm going with you. And it's supposed to be baggy. I just thought it looked a bit baggy there. But
we only watched the film like.
We did. I just thought he looked a bit baggy, so I wasn't impressed with the baggy jumper. But we've got Zendaya there with the little box.
I think this is.
Oh, this is fantastic. So here we have Matt Murdock. We have Charlie Cox himself as Matt Murdock. He's a very good lawyer. And it's a pinless version of the Marvel Legends suit. And hopefully it's the feet that stand up. I can't quite tell if that's a stand-up feet, but we got a chance, at least with the pinless legs, that this feather might actually stand up. So we've got him from the start of No Way Home. But the thing I really like here, I don't know if we can get the zoom in there, is he comes with the brick, of course. He catches through the window because he's a very good lawyer. And it does say Mysterio was right on it. So it's got all the correct graffiti. on the brick.
It's
So
a very good head sculpt.
it's a good head sculpt. It is. I do agree, and it's a fantastic looking figure. And I really like the brick. So,
Oh, I like him standing like that. That's cool.
so Cheeky
Are you
Monkey's
going to stand
impressed.
him like that?
Now the first thing I saw on this
That's a bit.
was the Sandman penis.
I
So
was just about to say.
you were going to say
Probably
that's
the
it.
dicky
I just
area.
focused straight in on the cock because literally that's a rather well endowed version of Sandman. Was the first thing I saw.
That, rather than giving him like a base, like with the Lego, Matt, I tell you, like with the base, he has like a base, doesn't he?
He does, but they've given you a normal version of Sandman in full sand with a large penis. That's all we can say.
No,
But
I'm not too keen on that.
ignoring that, I think the accessories are fantastic. So you get the big interchangeable hand. There should be a photo coming up here in a minute of the hand. That's the one. That's the one. I think that's a
cool.
great looking bit of
Yeah.
toy photography there with the enlarged hand accessories. You can actually you can get there. That's Sandman, great. They didn't show Electro or the Lizard, which I was hoping for because I want all the villains. Dwight did hint though at the end that they pretty much were eventually coming. But here we go then. Controversy has hit Marvel Legends again. Because they've gone and done it, ladies and gentlemen. They have gone and done what I thought they would do.
Oh.
They have re-released the exact same figures, but this time with the unmasked heads. So Ryan Ting said they couldn't, it was licensing issues at the time of the free pack. Don't know how much of that was true, but they've got them now. I suppose that could have technically been true because that was been in development for a long time. And SH Figure Arts had to cancel some of the unmasked heads, but Toby with the unmasked heads, pretty good looking Toby Maguire head sculpt, classic looking Spider-Man there. Really excited to get this one. They've impressed Cheeky Monkey, ladies and gentlemen, so I won't get in trouble for buying
than
it.
that little orange thing.
Oh, this is where I lost my mind. Absolutely lost it. Andrew Garfield, what a head sculpt! Absolutely fantastic. The hair, yeah,
it's very good.
Oh, this looks fantastic. So really, really happy to see it. And I was one of the sensible ones. I took the risk, and it paid off again. All been paying off this year with Marvel Legends.
When is Toys insensible?
Well, I waited for the sale on most things Marvel Legends, and this time I cancelled the free pack. So the free pack has been cancelled, and I was in hope. Then I thought they're going to screw me and put these in like the lab coats or something. And then, but they didn't. Cool. They have just re-released the same figures, but given you the unmasked head sculpt.
That's such a good figure.
I can see people being quite annoyed that have bought the 3-pack, only to find out literally 4 months later that.
You see the texture.
Yeah, it's good texture. It's a great figure. It's a really good figure.
How much are these figures?
About 26, the standard Marvel Legends price. And surprise though, Tom is not in the main suit for the film. He's in the suit at the very end.
Oh, the little shiny.
The shiny suit at the very end of the film. I
didn't like that suit as much.
Oh, we're not keen on that one.
No.
Classic looking Spider-Man suit. One of the best MCU suits, in my opinion. But not in yours.
I know, I wasn't.
Because that looks like comic book Spider-Man.
Wow.
Yeah, well, Cheeky Monkey's not impressed, but I like this one. So shiny Tom Holland.
Shiny Tom Holland. That's a good pose.
And that, but the only annoying thing to me is it's on a retro card or a modern version of a retro card, so there is no Build-A-Figure. So we could have had a Build-A-Figure Electro or something, or Build-A-Figure Lizard I was hoping for, but it's no Build-A-Figure. But I don't know, it did irritate me, but I've given a bit of a pass because I think the figures look so good that I would have liked my Build-A-Figure, but I was just really excited to finally get these unmasked head sculpt and pose them on my shelf. But I made a little bit of a faux pas, didn't I?
Oh, no.
Because they did this blue version of Tom Holland, I've gone and sold the standard version. So, don't panic, though. Don't panic, because I have the original standard version. So what I did is literally jumped on eBay the second this announcement went up and bought, for a pretty decent price, the version somebody was selling loose from the free pack.
Oh, there you go.
So for the standard retail price, I've managed to get, so it was about £30. To buy the version with the painted web lines from the free pack. So I'm sure that would go up in value, that one, why people may do the same thing and realize they need that free pack version. So it's all working out well for me, dear, I tell you. There was and it gets better. It gets better. Before we go for everybody else, I will just finish off my final thoughts. Up for pre-order now, but I am hearing in the chat here, all Peter's already sold out on Pulse. So luckily, that is what I was pre-ordering at the start of the stream, because I had a feeling that might happen. We'll check some of the other retailers as we go through, but Pulse looks like they've gone, and I really thought they would go quick. So they've definitely gone quick on Pulse, and has confirmed there. So hopefully some of the other UK retailers still have them in stock or have the whole wave in stock, but we will see. And then we got to the figure that leaked. It turned out it was true. Mark Tac's already done a video on this. We're speculating, was it a true? But it was true, Mark. It was. So here is
I'm
Norman
left a melted
Osborn.
mess because of it, Jay.
Look at this. It's fantastic. To be honest, I think this looks better than the SH Figure Arts version. So,
Oh, look at that.
so articulated glider. You've got your interchangeable head. Well, you've got everything you need really here. So a deluxe
Does it
version.
come with like a stand?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's basic stand, but yeah, you've got your William Dafoe Green Goblin here. My goodness, he looks good. So this isn't going for pre-order yet. I think they said the deluxes are going up next week.
Oh, wow.
And then I really lost it.
Look.
Because this is what I've wanted since 20 years ago now.
Okay.
Since Spider-Man 2. Is Alfred Molina. As Doc Ock with bendy wire tentacles. This looks just brilliant. And you get the Spider-Man 2 packaging as well there. So that looks very, very cool. So they nailed it really here. They absolutely
That's
nailed
a
it.
really good way,
And they have
isn't it?
given you interchangeable tentacle base pieces. Our heads are in the way, but he can actually stand on his feet. They've given you
impressive.
flat versions so he can actually stand
good.
on his feet. Damien's just updating us, says Star Action Figures and Comic and Cocktails have them. So if you are here watching us live in the UK and you've missed Pulse, head over to Comic and Cocktails and get them over there. And the whole wave is 140 on Comic and Cocktails, says Jamie. So that's actually quite cheap.
When is it coming out?
So I might actually cancel my Pulse order when we finish the stream, if that's still available, and switch over to Comic and Cocktails. So that is the joy there of the pre-ordering through Pulse. You can just cancel it if you get a better deal from one of the UK retailers. So Doc Ock, fantastic figure. So I think that was it for their panel. So I will now go through my esteemed panel of guests here as we talk Spider-Man No Way Home. We'll go in order. So we'll start with Adam. What are you thinking, son?
Pretty over the moon. Yeah, I think most of these are absolutely dead on. I've pre-ordered the 3 Peters on Pulse. I will probably pick up the suited Matt Murdock at some point. Not overly fond on the Sandman, but I cannot wait for the 2 deluxes. The 2 deluxes are, I mean, they just look brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I loved how sarcastic they were when they announced the Goblin one, and they're like, he's the one that nobody has seen. Nobody's seen this, and they brought it. Yeah, I thought it was really good.
Yeah, they knew he'd leak, didn't they? So I thought they might do some like little comedy sketch for that.
Yeah, but yeah, the Doc Ock, I'm absolutely over the moon with, because until No Way Home, Spider-Man 2 has always been my favourite Spider-Man movie of all time. In fact, I maybe even still prefer it to No Way Home, despite how much I like that. So getting that with the bendy tentacles is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it just looks fantastic. I've just gone on in-demand toys as well that Mark mentioned. You can still pre-order the whole wave on there for $135. So I will definitely be switching my Pulse order over in a minute, because I'll be saving a bit of money doing that, going in on the whole wave. So we're going to have a second bit of live toy buying during this show as I buy the same figures twice. So Adam is excited about all this. Did you say you've gone in on everything here, Adam? Or
not the Zedenya figure?
Yeah.
That one doesn't interest me, but most of the rest I will be.
Yeah, I don't know. Some of these are just dream figures. I know Hasbro's chats are blowing up for years. Like people, where's No Way Home? Where's No Way Home? Where's No Way Home?
I did exactly the same as you when the 3-pack was announced. I had it on order, and then when everybody started talking about the leaks and there being a wave, I took the risk, because I thought the 3-pack was overpriced anyway. I thought it was steep for just the 3 of them. So I thought, if they get released individually, I thought that, there'll be 20 odd quid each. So I'll roll the dice, and I'm really glad I did.
Yeah. Fantastic. So, full marks from Adam. We'll go over to Matt then, our Lego collector who has had in Lego form. They've released all these characters in one massive Lego sort of head. You get the Statue of Liberty head, and for less than £100, you get all the figures that go with it as well. So I think he can tell us a bit more about that one, and then talk about these Marvel Legends versions.
Yeah, I think these 6 look absolutely incredible. As you guys were talking, I was actually looking on the Lego website, and the outfits that they're wearing for the Lego ones is slightly different for one of them. So one of them, I've got the gold spider on the top, and then
That's
MJ
the standard version of Spider-Man that I went back and bought on eBay. Yeah.
And MJ's in a different jumper as well. But I think out of all of these, I'm very, very tempted actually when this finishes to order Matt Murdock just for the brick, because just that scene in the film alone, it was such a good way of introducing him into the MCU. That it's I know quite a lot of people cheered when they came on. Obviously, I'm a massive fan of Daredevil.
Really
he's such a good actor and plays that role so well. That out of all 6, I would probably go for Matt Murdock, only because I'm not going to get him, I don't think, in Lego form.
Yeah. They may not. I suppose they might give you a version when when the Daredevil TV show does come out on Disney Plus. But again, that's been indefinitely stopped now, isn't it? The filming on that due to all the actor strikes and everything.
Yeah, that's it. But I've got the other 3 Spideys already, so it's all right. But yeah, it's the Matt Murdock is what I'm actually missing in my scale, because I've got the others with the Daily Bugle.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So another full house of liking this. So I thought this would be a very popular wave, and it's so far. Mark, will the streak continue?
It does continue, Jay. Yeah, I agree with what you and Adam and Matt are all saying. I think it's a fantastic wave. So many. I mean, they've kind of pulled out all the stops on some of them, haven't they? Like the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, I think probably has got the head sculpt that I, just looking at them again when you're showing the pictures, I think might be the best head sculpt. The Doc Ock, like Adam was saying, and yourself, and everything is fantastic. The bendy tentacles and the fact he can stand on those the tentacles, fantastic. Green Goblin is really good, but I actually think the Doc Ock's probably, only maybe because we've seen the Green Goblin before, I actually think the Doc Ock's probably even better. Green Goblin does look really good. It does look really good William Dafoe likeness. It is really well done. I think probably is actually even better than the SH Figure Arts one. Yeah. I mean, obviously, and it's not too bad a price either. I know it sort of showed up on Star Action Figures while the stream was going on, so we got an idea of the price. But yeah, really, really good price. Yeah, I mean, it's just a great wave. It's like a really good wave, a really good representation of the characters in figure form for No Way Home. They've kind of done exactly what you'd want them to do to have those characters represented on your shelf. So yeah, and a great wave.
Yeah, no, we got a full house so far, and I have, as Mark was speaking there, just pre-ordered the whole wave on In-Demand Toys as well. So we got orders flying in tonight as well. Google Joe just mentioning In-Demand Toys there. So there is pre-orders galore for everybody tonight on this one. And over to Craig then. Pre-orders galore. Is the streak continuing? I've all forgotten to mute. I told you all. Remind me to unmute him. Did any of you buggers remind me? Not one of you buggers remind me. Oh, he can unmute himself. There you go. Doesn't even need me.
You go. Look at that magic. I was just looking on In Demand. I'm gonna pre-order the 3 Spider-Men straight off because I didn't get the pack purely because I thought, I was like you, Jay. I was like, they've got to give them us again with no head, with the actual head sculpts. So yeah, I'm digging them 3 Spider-Men. I'm definitely getting Doc Ock and Green Goblin because, like, when the second Spider-Man was my top film in the Spider-Verse at that time as well. Like Adam, I just thought it was a brilliant film, and I used to rewatch it over and over again because I loved it that much. Sandman, I'm not really bothered about, to be fair. Not bothered about MJ. I might pick up Matt Murdock in a sale if he goes in a sale. But I think I will pick him up because I am a big Daredevil Netflix series fan. So, but I never got the one in the, I think it was in the Man-Thing builder figure wave. I missed out
Yeah,
on that
it was, yeah.
Daredevil, so I'm hoping this might, with his new series coming up, we might get him in his classic suit, maybe a re-release or further down the line, but who knows. But yeah, that's my views. Like, I think they look all right on these new cards, to be fair. But like you say, I think most people would like to see a bath of, like you say, the Lizard or Electro, maybe with some electric effects would have been a good bath, maybe.
Yeah.
So
A bath would have tipped it over the edge, I think, on this one. This would have made it an absolutely outstanding wave. But I think those likenesses they've absolutely nailed on, from William Dafoe all the way to Andrew Garfield. I think they've really done some good head sculpts on these. So very popular figures from our group chat here, and obviously from the pre-order sales as well. It seems that these are going to be very popular. And even Cheeky Monkey is happy with these, aren't you?
Yeah. Oh, this is my film though.
And
I
the
love
fact
this
that
film.
I just pre-ordered them on Pulse, and it was about 155. And thanks to the chat and everybody here, I've just got them on in demand for 135. So I've just saved 20 quid. Oh, I'll cancel them later if it's Pulse.
Just remember to.
Oh, don't panic, love, don't panic. See, always on me, always on
Well,
me.
I'll have my own collection.
Well, there you go. You can have the Pulse versions. That's $25.99 if you wouldn't mind. That's perfect, yeah, by the way.
That's quite cheap.
Right. So let's see how the poll is doing. So you haven't voted in the poll. I always forget to end these polls. So I'm going to end the poll in about a minute or so while I actually remember to end it. So get your votes in now if you haven't voted. Who has won Pulsecon? And then we will move on to the final bit of Pulsecon, which is G.I. Joe. So Transformers. Can you help Matt out? He did all that research for you. Did anybody care? We'll find out in the poll. Star Wars. We have 2 new Black Series. Was that tickling your fancy? Marvel Legends. We had a 50-50 wave, I would say, in comic book from the panel here. But we had a nearly much 100% positive wave on the No Way Home. And then G.I. Joe, well, we're going to get to that. So let's see what the poll is doing. Well, I remember. Let's get it ended. So, end the poll. Okay, right. Transformers has finished with 7%. Star Wars at 2%. Marvel Legends at 29%. But G.I. Joe has stormed the poll here. Mark's excitement.
I'm not the only one melting. Yeah.
62% then on the poll. 62% for G.I. Joe. Now, all the pictures you've seen so far are from Toy Ark, but they don't seem to have any G.I. Joe pictures. I'm going to have to go over to Toy News International. It's not in quite as good order as we had over here. So we'll have to see what we can do. Mark might have to help me out with some of the names as we go through this.
Jen, yeah.
Right, okay. So let's get over here. Let's move that there. Let's get that there. Well, I know the first one. So they did some name-only reveals, actually, didn't they? I don't know if these are actually written on the website here. Let's have a look. 7 name-only reveals. So according to JC, we've got Metahead, Night Creepers, Cobra Ferret, Retro Beachhead, Retro Eel. They're re-releasing a bloody eel. Oh, they just bloody got it, little buggers.
Is that the thing you kept going on about?
Yes. And thanks to Mark for letting me know that was even going out, because I missed that as well. Retro Snow Serpents. What on earth does that say? Wanna hide? No idea what that
I think
says,
it's a
but there we
vehicle,
are.
Jay.
Okay.
Oh,
Right,
vehicle,
okay.
£45 for that.
Well, yeah, vamp. So Cheeky Monkey's £45 vamp did not go up for pre-order. She was looking forward to that today. She was going to show us how correct you were, but we didn't have that. So
One day I will be right with my guesses.
We got some name-only reveals, so we'll see all those eventually when they come out on their next stream. So we won't panic too much about those. And we'll go straight to Big Boa. Now, I don't know if Cloud Foxwell is watching us or she'll be watching us on the replay at all, but she's been very excited to get Big Boa, and so have I. Here we go. A G.I. Joe with boxing gloves. Could not wait. Been wanting it for a very long time. I had the Street Fighter G.I. Joe figures as a kid when they redid them using the molds, and they use this, if I'm not mistaken, to make Bullrogs. So that's why I remember it so much. So Big Boa with the boxing gloves looks fantastic. You've got the unmasked head sculpt as well. So yeah, really, really good. Oh, and Damien is also after a Big Boa. Another one very excited there for old Big Boa. So great start to the stream. Couldn't have been a better start. First picture reveal there, first render reveal, and it was my most wanted Big Boa. And then we went over to this chap. Mark, who's this?
Airborne. This
Airborne.
is Jay. Yeah.
Right, fantastic. So over to Airborne. nice little helmets, some different variations of
Not a red
goggles,
pepper.
lots of accessories for Cheeky Monkey there for airborne.
Oh, he's got even
Then
more,
we've
look.
got Quick Kick here.
Wow.
It's a little fudge bar, isn't it, from the commercial they did in
Yeah.
the cartoon, I believe. See, I've watched the cartoon. That's one thing.
Oh, I like that.
That's my issue with GI Joe. I've been watching the Sunbow cartoon on YouTube because it is on there for free. And actually, talking about free cartoons that are on YouTube, I started watching Mask this week for the first time ever. There was and what a theme tune that has!
Great theme tune.
What a I had no idea that the most 80s theme tune I have ever heard in my life. Oh,
Have you never seen it before, Jay?
I have never seen it before.
Never
I've heard you all
saw-
talk about Mask and thought, right, okay, that's one cartoon I know I've not seen. I better
And the
give it a
toy-
go.
The toy collection was brilliant.
Yeah,
when
I've
you
been
were- when you
watching
were
some
a kid.
videos on it. I went to Tony at Analog Toys and watched his video, like retrospective of the line, and thought, oh, Hasbro, we need some Mask.
Mask.
I've started to agree with you all, but that theme tune, I would give you a little rendition.
Oh, do you want to get?
It'll be so good. What? Mask Crusaders. Come on. Anybody?
Working overtime, fighting crime.
Yeah.
There you go. Fantastic. They're with me. So, yeah. I don't know how I got onto Mask in the middle of G.I. Joe. They have touched it over before, haven't they, in some of the comics and things?
Yeah,
So,
in the figures, Jay, they did a so Matt Tracker, who's the main character in the 3 3/4 line, one of the more modern lines. He was actually in the GI Joe. He was a character in the GI Joe line, so they put him in. So it's very possible, yeah.
yeah. I know they showed some of the products at San Diego Comic Con when they had that separate shop and they were going through the history of Hasbro, and there was a Mask little booth in there. So maybe that is something that will be coming. But I need to focus, love. I need to focus.
Well,
You've let me off focus
want
here.
you to buy another start a new.
That was your
collection,
fault. Talking about the chocolate bar, which made me think of the cartoon, and I
How
thought of a
did
different
that make you
cartoon
think of the cartoon?
because it's from the cartoon.
Right.
See, there you go. So you've ruined this. Ruined it. Shocking. You
Another
love me,
collection starting soon.
They haven't made any yet, so you can't blame me. They haven't made any. Right. Quick Kick. Looking good.
Jay's
Looking good for Quick
already clearing a space for it.
Oh, you can just imagine how quite the loft is being cleared.
Kick. I'm going to get all the matched vehicles, all the cars, set them all there.
Oh,
there.
God.
Matt's going to make me a road tomorrow. We're going to get one of those like childhood things you could lay down, those little rugs with all the the track on. There was
We got to lay the floor first, though.
lay the floor. He'll be round here in he'll be round in about 9 hours laying that floor, son. There was
Yeah, I know.
We're getting through it. We're getting through it. Right, Techno Viper. Is that a Techno Viper?
Yeah, I think that's correct.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
that's
Look at
correct.
that. Look, remember what it was
Yeah.
called. Fantastic. Techno Viper, looking good in purple. Metalhead, did they say it was?
Yeah, that's right. Metalhead. Yeah.
That
There you
one.
go. See, I'm learning here, learning. So
Mm.
G.I. Joe is a line I'm learning on the fly, but some of these designs are so cool, it just makes you want everything. So I'm
How
literally...
much are these figures? They come with loads of accessories.
the deluxe ones are about 35, the standard about 25.
How can they afford to make them?
Because they don't pay licensing fees, they own G.I. Joe. So they give you more shit for the same price.
Right.
Pretty much would be my summary. There's it. And JC, come on, don't fail me on this one. Oh, really? This is one that my second most excited. Let's try again. Oh man. Oh no.
Oh. no.
Well,
Oh,
from the head, you can see, ladies and gentlemen. From the head, we can all tell that's retro
I was going to
Scarlet.
say it's like
Yeah,
naked
so-
attraction where you just get that, but it's going the wrong way.
Hopefully, she'll come back later and she's in the rest of the panel, but she will not.
Start revealing parts of her body.
This is what we saw at Pulsecon, of course. Hasbro. What the fuck am I saying? San Diego Comic Con. We saw this when I was live on Joe's and Juice with Mark there. Mutton Junkyard, looking absolutely
The dog's
fantastic.
got 2 faces.
Yeah, interchangeable dog. This one will cost you 45 though. That's the figure and dog price point.
Right.
This is the price of your vehicle you went for.
Oh,
So we'll find out.
stop it.
We got a retro Recondo there. Lovely bit of mustache.
Look at
Lovely bit of
that.
mustache.
Check that
Oh, a retro Duke looking absolutely fantastic retro Duke. There is a Bring Toys to Works on here. Yeah, absolutely over the moon with these reveals. These are fantastic reveals. I can see
Yeah,
why
me
G.I.
too,
Joe has
probably.
easily won the poll. So far I'm in for pretty much all of it. This is going to be a build. And then they announced this was a real surprise. They talked about how it's the 60th anniversary of the original G.I. Joe, like the first action figure line. And they're going for more of those like original military designs that they used. And they've got a soft goods coat here. So very similar to the new version of Thing of Robot and Caliber that they're doing. So Hasbro have gone into more this deluxe version as well with the soft goods as well on the coat. So this looks absolutely fantastic as well. So a great little troop builder there. We'll get on to Mark in a bit and see how many of these you'll be buying, but I bet you it's a few, because this looks fantastic, the soft goods. And then we get into old Ripper and Buzzer. This is Ripper, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. That's right, Jake.
There you go. I always get them mixed up. I got them right. Oh, he looks great. So
He is sold out
he
on
might have
Pulse.
is he sold out on Pulse, is he?
You ordered it.
Yeah,
Don't panic, I ordered it to
listing.
start the stream. This is what I was doing as well. So
He's sold out.
Can't deal with the tantrum.
you've got to get those backup pre-orders in, because unfortunately Pulse has made G.I. Joe UK exclusive to Pulse, but some of our retailers are importing them in. So if you do hang around, hopefully, like with my Cobra, well, Mark shouting out there for Kapow Toys, we'll probably get
That's right.
some of these as well. So don't panic if Pulse is sold out on these. But he's looking absolutely fantastic. Again, another 60th anniversary figure here for your sort of yeah, I was just going to say, it's Seaman. There you are.
It's got flippers.
It's got flippers. There you go.
Is he going in the back?
We could be going in the bath if I buy that one. And then
Looks
that's
like I'm
Hawk's
buying a
bottom.
bigger fish
I like this
tank.
guy's jacket.
You like his
looked
jacket?
good, didn't it?
Well, he was also pre-ordered. General Hawk, I do believe, there. And the leaders of the
that's right,
Joes.
Jake. Yeah.
I'm nailing these names, Mark, tonight. I tell you, I'm on fire.
Yes,
10 past 11 at night, and I'm on absolute fire here. So these are the ones that went up for pre-order. This is the Helix, is it? Or
Yeah.
there you go. She's the one I didn't pre-order. I thought she might end up in the sale. They did mention her hair, and Cheeky Monkey had a point to make about her hair.
Oh, they just called it ombre, but Jay doesn't know what ombre hair means.
So
It just
before
means
before you say, I didn't know what ombre hair meant either. So we're going to ask our quick panel. Anybody know? We've got some lovely hair here. Adam's got a full head. It's all going on. There was a ombre. If I said to you your hair was ombre,
Guess who's not answering this question?
yeah, he's out. We'll go to Matt. This will be announced. What's ombre in a hairstyle, son?
I have not got a fucking clue. No idea
Fantastic.
whatsoever.
Fantastic. Mark's going to nail this answer.
I have heard of it. It's the hair color, right? I believe it's the hair color.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
we've got a winner. All right, tell us then.
Mark's a legend tonight.
He's
I tell
going.
you, he's on fire. Yeah, it's like two-tone hair. So your hair's one color at the top, and then it blends in at the bottom.
There you are. Two-tone blended hair. Mark Tac-Tac, ladies and gentlemen. Go subscribe to him for more hair colour styling tips. Tac-Tac Toys for Film. It was fantastic. And then we have Shockwave. Shockwave?
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. That was what Mark told me earlier, who I couldn't remember when I pre-ordered him. So he was pre-ordered with his Riot Shield as well. So those were the figures that went up today for pre-order, and plus the digital renders of the new stuff. Oh, and don't forget Buzzer. Buzzer also went up for pre-order with his chainsaw, his goggles. So the Dreadnoks are coming on nicely now to go with Zartan and Serrano, everybody. So the team is being built. Some great quality pictures here from TNI Toy News. I don't know where Toy Arc is at this time of night. I still haven't got them up, but they're looking fantastic. And there's your Pulsecon exclusive.
There you go.
Looks fantastic on here. Half a Pulsecon exclusive. So if you want your Crimson Vipers, they are available. Crimson Vipers. Your Crimson 3-pack, then that is available as well. So for me, absolutely outstanding. Loved every single reveal. We'll be pre-ordering every single reveal when they go up. So G.I. Joe at the moment is just absolutely on fire. Some of the best figures. And for the price point, as you were mentioning, the accessories you get.
Well, I just use better value, but then
Yeah.
obviously if they haven't got all the overheads and
Exactly. The first 2 hours of Pulsecon for me was a bit of a wet fish, but the last hour and a half, fantastic stuff. So really enjoyed these reveals, and we'll go to Adam for some opinions.
Oh, this is going to be short but sweet. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not in on the line at all. However, I messaged Mark randomly this week about a G.I. Joe because I've got a load of spare Punisher heads, and I'd said to Mark, I want to do just like an easy custom. I want to do like a Special Forces Frank Castle.
Yeah.
So I said to him, like, what's the most just sort of like bog standard Special Forces soldier like body in the line? And he sort of sent me a few suggestions, but then seeing that anniversary soldier, so I'm going to order that, the anniversary soldier one, and I'm going to use it as like a Special Forces Frank Castle.
Fantastic. So there you are. He's not in on the line,
You
but
can
he
buy
isn't
that.
on the line. So there you go. See, that's a classic toy collector, that is. No, I'm not collecting that. I don't have any of that. Oh, just get that just to put with that, and I've done that.
That's the start of the slippery slope.
You
though,
know
isn't
about
it?
those slippery slopes. That's what happens. You get in on the line. So we'll go over to Matt then.
Called the J Toy Collections effect.
Indeed, I do that all the time. Matthew, talk to me about G.I. Joe. I know you do admire G.I. Joe from afar.
Yeah, far distance far distance. The amazing thing from an outsider looking in is how much enjoyment this line seems to be bringing to your toy community. They seem to be nailing it every single time with regards to. There's always one or two figures in there that everybody's talking about, or as you can see, it sells out really, really quickly. So they seem to have the product absolutely dialed in from a business point of view. It's really, really interesting to see because they've got to try and keep outdoing themselves, or at least keep it at this high standard level. So hopefully the other people in the Hasbro sort of lines can try and play catch up with regards to bits and pieces, and hopefully overall you're just going to get better products out of it. But personally, from me, obviously it's a pass because I don't collect this line, nor can I actually buy this line in the scale that I get. But at the same time, I think they look absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, well, they do, because Matt usually watches Pulsecon with me every year, and it's G.I. Joe that has nailed it the last few years in a row. So he does know that from my reactions previously, that a line I knew nothing about literally a few years ago has really pulled me in. So we're going to go over now to the actual G.I. Joe expert here, Mark Tak himself, the army building king, and I'm sure from the mess he's in, he's going to give us his best
Certainly
thoughts.
going to get
New
messier.
names,
Well, Jay, I was going to say I'm happy if Craig and yourself and even Kiara want to speak. I'm happy to go last because I probably I'll probably gonna have quite a lot to say.
Okay.
So if you wanted me to,
we will
come back
defer to Craig then. We will defer
Yeah.
to Craig, and then we'll finish the stream with Mark's messy thoughts.
It's low.
Mark's basically saying, let's just save the messy climax till right at the end.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Beating round the bush,
always.
ain't you,
I'm
Mark?
glad we're after the watershed tonight. Go on then, Craig. Hit us with your G.I. Joe thoughts, because again, Craig is also a big G.I. Joe collector, so I'm sure he might be in the mess.
I never used to be a big G.I. Joe collector, but I joined the line late, and ever since I have joined the line, they've took most of my money, to be fair, just purely because it is such a good line. Like, with each figure, they've outdone themselves in a way. The reveals, I love every single reveal, especially the retro ones. The fact that we're getting a retro Scarlet and a retro Duke, I think I'll be buying 2 of them, just purely because they're the classic looks. They're the best looks we've had, especially for Scarlet. Like Metalhead as well, not a character I'm really familiar with, but the fact that he's got cannons coming off his hips, come on, who doesn't want to buy a character with cannons on his hips? But also like Mutton Junkyard as well, another classic character that he was one of my favourites in this series. Like we're always stuck on bloody guard duty and stuff like that. Used to love him as a character. I've pre-ordered all the ones that went up for pre-order, especially General Hawk. I missed out the one that sold out that I mentioned. I think is it Buzzer?
Buzzy,
Buzzy, you said,
Yeah, sold out. He went really quick for some reason. But yeah, I didn't really know who Agent Helix was, but then just seeing the figure revealed made me want it. So I thought, you know what, we don't have enough female Joes, so she'll make a great addition to some display in the sense. I've got a unit right at the side of me, and 3 of them shelves are G.I. Joe. It looks like all 5 of them are going to be G.I. Joe at this rate, especially with the fact that I've got a Histone coming at the end of the year and a helicopter coming in springtime next year. But like I say, like, just they're outdoing themselves every time they come on. So the even when they mention G.I. Joe's coming, you always know they're going to blow it out the park with some amazing reveals. So even like you say with the faces and that as well, like they're good. To be fair, the only bad face they had was that terrible Falcon figure we had. But
Yeah,
I
think
think
that's the
they
only
just
G.I.
went
Joe I
through
didn't buy, actually, yeah.
Yeah, I think that was just an issue they went through because they had a lot of problems with that wave and QC issues and that. Big Boa as well, look at that, like, and Quick Kit, them 2 characters as well. They're going to look great on the shelf, battling each other. So, I just amazing. And I'm like Mark as well. When I seen them army builders come up, I was like, all I could think was, Mark's gonna buy 2,000 of these. He's gonna
Well,
he's gonna have a room full of just one soldier. But I saw the divers and I was happy about the divers, but I think that's gonna be just one shelf. I think I'm gonna have to buy like a fish tank or something and try and do a display that way or something, maybe.
Yeah.
Not real water though, because I don't think my floor would take the weight. But yeah,
So
I just
another
love the line.
satisfied customer for GI Joe Classified. So it's nailing it. So Craig's in as well. So we're right. It's main event time, ladies and gentlemen. We've been here now for, my God, 2 hours and 10 minutes. So here we go. Mark Tac is going to take us through his thoughts on GI Joe. Dan, who's abandoned him for Joe's and Juice. Dan's gone to Greece, so I'm here to give Mark his little bit of a thrill. Start with Big Boa, and off you go,
Let's
Mark.
start
Off
with
you
Big
go.
Boa. Off we go. Yeah, so Big Boa, I mean, like Craig said, like everyone's mentioned, fantastic release. Originally, Big Boa in the original line, what they were meant to do a Rocky Balboa figure in the original line. So way back in the 80s, they were going to do Rocky Balboa. Big Boa was going to be his like enemy that he fought. They couldn't get the licensing rights for Rocky Balboa in the end, so they never made that figure. But Big Boa did go ahead and get made. Fantastic update of the character. Yeah, I mean, he looks, what I like is they gave him a slightly modern look. They modified it and kept it classic at the same time. So I don't, as far as I can remember, the original didn't have that unmasked head, just had the helmeted head that we all know. But yeah, I mean, when I saw this at first, I was like, oh, I'm excited now. And by the end of it, I need my nappy changed because I was that overwhelmed. But but yeah, this is a fantastic looking release. And then going on to, I can't remember what they showed next. What's the next one, Jay? Airborne. So they initially said that they were going to get the Night Force Airborne with the helicopter with Dragonfly. This is the regular release version. Again, great figure. Another Joe that we'll get. If you are getting the Dragonfly, obviously you get the Night Force version, but this will make a great release. Quick Kick actually has a Marvel connection. So Quick Kick in the comics way back in the 80s fought Shang-Chi. It's the only time they had a crossover between Marvel and G.I. Joe. So Shang-Chi fought in kind of like a sparring or training.
I was going to say, it looks like a good body for a custom Shang-Chi.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's a good connection.
Yeah, absolutely, Joe. The legs actually look like the Shang-Chi Marvel Legends figure, but yeah, it's the only time that, because initially in the G.I. Joe comics way back in the 80s, they were published by Marvel Comics, and there was a storyline, where Shang-Chi appeared. He sort of fought in a training session or sparring session with Quick Kick. He mentioned other Marvel characters, so Iron Fist characters like that. So there was a kind of Marvel crossover in that sense. But yeah, the chocolate bar is from when Quick Kick, you'll probably know this, Jay, from watching the cartoon. When Quick Kick was debuted in the cartoon, he was an actor, so he was like a Bruce Lee type actor in films. And the chocolate was a commercial he was sort of filming when he came across Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes and a few other Joes, and he sort of battled Storm Shadow and beat him, and that was in the Arctic or somewhere snowy. So that's kind of a reference to that. But yeah, again, looks excellent. Then we got Techno Viper. Funny enough, don't know too much about the Techno Vipers, but it's another army builder for Cobra. There is a version coming with the rocket launcher, which is kind of in a different color scheme, but it looks really nice. Colors like purple with the yellow eyes, and like a great army builder to the Cobra forces. Now this guy's a bit of a nutter. Yeah, this is a Metalhead. In the cartoon,
I had no recollection of this guy at all.
No, he's not from. So he's not from the. Because I know Craig said he didn't. He wasn't aware of him. He's not from the original cartoon. He's from the DIC cartoon, which was like a follow-up cartoon.
He's from the Dick.
He's from the Dick. Yeah.
Head is from the Dick. I can see Matthew's excitement on the face in the middle there. He's just learned tonight that Rocky Balboa, his favorite character of all time, should have been in this line, and
that's right.
That this fella's straight from the Dick. Fantastic.
I've got more news for you, Jay. The Python Patrol are from the Dick. The Alley Viper are from the Dick. A lot of them are from the Dick. But Yeah.
Oh,
so, so this guy, Metalhead,
Matt,
he's
Matt
kind
is
of like-
dying to say something there. Say it, Matthew. Say it.
No,
Yeah,
I can't. You'll be demonetized straight away.
yeah.
Right.
I can't.
God, dear.
So if we are still on YouTube, I don't know if we've still got an audience or not. This guy Metalhead, yeah, he's like a sort of maniac type character in that I tell you what, his voice sounds like in the cartoon. If you remember Police Academy, you remember the sort of character named Zed who kind of had that
Yeah.
really wacky kind of voice. He speaks a bit like him. He essentially is one of Cobra Commander's sort of lackeys. So in the later cartoon, Cobra Commander had two kind of a few main sort of underlings or sort of side characters. There was kind of an Australian guy who looked a bit like Recondo actually, with a hat, and this was the other one, Metalhead. And he used to fire rockets at the GI Joes from his thighs and over, like he had a backpack that did it. But yeah, he had a really high pitched kind of squeaky voice, and yeah, he was kind of a bit not fully sort of like all there, if you know what I mean, upstairs. So yeah, again, he's a great addition from the Dick cartoon to the line. And what do we have next? I can't remember. Was it maybe it was Retro Scarlet?
It would help if I press the right button. I've just moved my screen. Hold on, let me get there. That button is it's Scarlet
Oh.
with half a fake. That's all we've
I
got.
thought she might
So-
start.
no, it just doesn't want to load.
No, so yeah, Retro Scarlet looked absolutely excellent. So yeah, Mutton Junkyard.
But she
that we've
she
seen
did look
revealed before.
fantastic. So believe us, go and watch the stream. You haven't seen it. She looks fantastic in her classic yellow outfit. It's exactly what we've been
Absolutely.
waiting for. So
Yeah,
but you have to
absolutely,
trust
Jay.
us because TNI Noises let us down here.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, like you say, Scarlet looks excellent. Mutton Junkyard, like Craig was saying, yeah, he's shown on guard. They're shown on guard duty a lot in the cartoon, but again, they've given a really good, great updated release to the sort of original figures. Recondo, yeah, this is Rekondo's classic uniform. So we've had the Tiger Force version initially. This is his kind of more classic look. So again, if you want the classic version of Recondo, there you go. Yep, Duke looking. This is the definitive Duke. This is sort of the version, that we've all kind of wanted. Yeah, and we're getting him on retro cards, so absolutely excellent. Again, I like how they've written on the shovel on the back. They've written the actual sort of not the theme to GI Joe, but it's something like land, sea, and air. He'll always be there, or something. Like. The
okay. I can't zoom in on this, but yeah.
Yeah. Which is quite a nice touch, and you can read it apparently. So they put that on there, which is quite a nice touch. And then, like what Adam says, I think we're moving on to 60th anniversary, and I agree with Adam. Yeah, I think these were absolutely excellent. I think this sort of jungle camo or desert camo kind of trooper. I mean, it's excellent. Clearly, I guess the GI Joe team have been looking at Action Force Valaverse. There's an upcoming Action Force Valaverse character, Blowback, who's in these kind of who's in a sniper. Comes in a sniper kit who looks very similar to this, or has got and they maybe have taken inspiration from one another, the lines. But yeah, this 60th anniversary line looks excellent. I think this is really exciting for this. Yes, do want to army build this, like Craig says. 2000 might be a bit ambitious, but you never know. But yeah, it looks good.
They said it will be at deluxe price point as well. That one,
yeah, so you're probably looking at around 30 to 40, I guess, 30 to 40 pound. Yeah, the Dreadnoks. The Dreadnoks, interesting enough, were based on. So at the time they were initially released, the Mad Max movies in the 80s were released, and the sort of creator of the GI Joe lore took inspiration from Mad Max when he was sort of coming up with the Dreadnoks, or when they're coming. I mean, Larry Hama did a lot of the comics and things, but. Yeah, they took inspiration from Mad Max, so the Dreadnoks have that kind of Mad Max look. Great to have the Dreadnoks to sort of ally with Zartan. We are actually getting Zartan. This is a sort of side topic, but they're making a sort of, like the Extreme sets. There's a thing called I think it's called something Gear. They're making Zartan's kind of hut in 3D with sort of out of cardboard.
Oh, okay,
so if you've got the GI Joe classified, you could display these and Zartan in his kind of swamp hut. So again looks so good in figure form compared to the digital render.
Did you say the inspiration there for Mad Max? That is a very another like Mad Max design. Matt in the middle here is learning all these extra GI Joe facts and just going like, could do with all this. I can just see it on his face.
Well, what I'm actually thinking about is in the Transformers thing that nobody cared about. there was a car that actually was a Mad Max vehicle.
Ah,
Okay.
Just to
that's
let you know.
interesting. Okay.
But we don't
Yeah.
care, so it doesn't matter.
He's full of those facts. Back to the 60th anniversary.
Yeah, so again, 60th anniversary, like they've done a Navy SEAL here. I guess a lot of the parts that they've been used from Torpedo, but again, and I think there's the green sort of, I guess it's like a bomb detonation. It looks like from the Snake Eyes retro card, but again, another really good release. Really great, these kind of things for people who are soldiers maybe and want to sort of some kind of representation, because that's what works with Action Force Valorverse quite a lot. You know, maybe want some representation. You've got that there with the 60th anniversary. General Hawk, of course, who's the leader of G.I. Joe. You've got Duke and Flint, who are the field leaders. This is kind of the guy in the command center. Again, they've updated him really well. I know Lenny was saying he used a lot of inspiration from Second World War soldiers, like with the jacket and what have you, the bomber jacket for this, and they wanted to make him look a bit older, so they put grey in his hair. Yeah, I mean, you know, he can lead your forces, so that's another excellent release. There's another picture of Buzzer. Yeah, Agent Helix is from the comics, so I know Craig was saying he wasn't sure. She was a former FBI agent who joined GI Joe. So she was recruited by GI Joe and left the FBI to join GI Joe. Yeah, I didn't know so much about her sort of like blade weaponry. So they were kind of talking about that. I knew she used handguns quite a lot in the comics and the IDW comics. But yeah, as I say, former FBI agent who joined G.I. Joe with the great hair color, of course, the ombre hair color. Shockwave, a former SWAT team, a former SWAT team member who joined G.I. Joe. So that's why he comes with the riot shield and the kind of batons. He got a removable hat, which is quite sort of a nice touch as well. Remember having Shockwave when I was quite young in the 80s, you know, in the original sort of 3 3/4 line. So great to see him updated in the G.I. Joe in this sort of classified line. And I think that's everything. I think that's probably all of it, isn't it?
I think there's one more. There is one more when I forgot about
yes,
as well.
of course. Yeah, Ripper, isn't it? Yeah, so again, another Dreadnought, again inspired by Mad Max at the time. Now we just need Monkey Wrench and I think Blowtorch and Zartan's cousin, I think, the male cousin. I think I forget his name, and I think we're there in terms of the Dreadnoughts. But yeah, so there we go. All fantastic, all looking good. I'm going to pre-order them all when I get a chance, or get them off Kapow Toys when they're in stock. But I'm all in.
Yeah, fantastic. So Mark has gone through all those in good detail, so that's really helpful. Matthew's definitely learned something there. Adam's learned something. Craig knew it all anyway, and Cheeky Monk don't give a shit. You do. She cares, really.
I'm excited for Mark because he's just really excited about it. It's lovely to see his
She likes it when we talk toys, which you'll find out, of course, in person at MCM London Comic Con coming up in just over a month's time, where we'll all be there. Myself, Cheeky Monkey, and Matt will be getting on that 4 a.m. coach. We will see Jamie at the train station, or the coach station, I should say, about 7 a.m. in London, as we try and navigate our way across to find Mark, Craig, and Adam, who are having a rocking party in some in their accommodation the night before. So it'll be a big UK meetup at MCM as we discuss all these fantastic toys and the community that's brought us all together, really. So it's great to have everybody on and talk Pulsecon. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been going now for nearly 2.5 hours, which is fantastic. We've had a great time here. So if you're watching on the replay, thank you for sticking with us, and thank you for sticking with us in the live chat. It's been a mixed Pulsecon. As I say, the first half didn't do a lot, but the second half, it really brought the fire. So please do leave your comments in the actual comment section after. And as somebody said earlier, please do smash that like button. If you smash the like button, YouTube shares the video more, and more people can join us on these live streams. So do, of course, smash that like button. So we'll just go around the panel and say goodbye, and everybody can give their favorite reveal. So Cheeky Monkey, we'll start with you. Where can they find you on Instagram? Do you even know your own account? No idea. Can't even get the words. I'd say it. It's Cheeky Monkey Kiara on Instagram. What was your favourite reveal of the night, dear?
Oh, I like the home and away.
Home and away. It's home and away.
I'm very tired. I've had a very long day. I've been sat in traffic most of the afternoon. The No Way Home wave.
The No Way Home wave is any particular figure. Pick your favourite figure from that wave.
Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield
Yeah.
takes it for Cheeky Monkey Kiara. We will then go to me. I'm, of course, Jay. You're watching my channel. This is Jay's Toy Collection UK. Most Friday nights will be here live. There's videos throughout the week. I always forget to plug them, but there are full of toy videos on the channel. And me and Matt will be together in about 8 hours, probably trying to film it in the loft as we try and make some lovely space for toys. My favourite reveal, I think, goes to Doc Ock from the classic Spider-Man 2 version, basically, of Doc Ock from Marvel Legends is my favourite of the night. And we'll go over to Batman himself. Adam, where can they find you? What was your favourite reveal?
You can find me at figurecave.collectibles, and I would have said Doc Ock, but I'll pick something different instead. The Savage Namor. I thought that was a brilliant looking figure.
Very nice, very nice. Thank you for coming on, Adam. Over to Matt then.
So I'm Matt from the Detached Brick. Favourite reveal, probably, weirdly, the Matt Murdock one, only because I've got an attachment to that part of the film. So I'll have to go with that.
There you go. You can find him at the Detached Brick, as you said. Full Lego content, and he's got a hole in his ceiling. So if you want to see him patch a hole up in his ceiling to put more Lego in, follow at the Detached Brick. And over to Mark.
Well, first off, Jay and Kiara, thanks for always doing these weekly streams and inviting us on. It's always a real treat to, come on with Adam and Craig and Matt and talk all sorts of toys and stuff. So thanks to Adam and Craig and Matt as well for being on here. And yeah, my favorite is it is basically the Camo Trooper, the G.I. Joe classified Camo Trooper. Adam mentioned he's going to customize into a Frank Castle. Really good idea. And yeah, I that's my favorite. I loved everything, but that one probably in particular more than most.
Fantastic. No, thank you for coming on. It's good to have a nice little toy chat. So Cheeky Monkey doesn't have to put up with me, but she has to put up with all of you now. So, yeah. And Craig, where can we find you, sir?
You can find me on Instagram, craigs.nostalgic.collection. And I just put reels up when I can and post pictures of the displays when they get done, and a lot of it's being moved and shuffled about at the minute, but that's how a collector does, isn't it, really? That's all we ever do is shuffle.
What was your favourite reveal of the day?
Well, to me, G.I. Joe stole the show completely. But my favourite one, I think, I've got to say, it's Scarlet. Retro Scarlet was a good reveal for me.
Retro Scarlet. The one we didn't see, unfortunately, because we couldn't get it up, but it does look fantastic. It's a good choice there from Craig. So thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you to those that are still with us on the replay. Thank you to the live chat. Plenty of familiar names in there and some new ones as well tonight. So I will see you at some point next week on another video. But we need a word of the day, and I think there can only be one word of the day. So if you are watching on the replay, stick this in the actual comments section. YouTube loves it when you do that as well. They share it. The more comments you have, they love it in the algorithm. But it has to be melted mess. Melted mess, ladies and gentlemen, is your word of the day. We're all going to start waving. I'm going to press some buttons, and we'll see you next time.
Cheers,
Bye,
everyone.
everybody.
Thanks, everyone. Yeah.